Right, okay, so let's get started. So, welcome everyone. Sorry for keeping you waiting. A few technical issues. So yeah, we're gonna get started. The whole point of this is to kind of iron out the wrinkles before the next one, so I guess it's doing that at the very least. So you may or may not recognise everyone here. So we've got Kev. Wavy wave? No, you're gonna be shy? Okay. Yeah, we got Crispy Mom.
Hi.
Little Mr. Crispy. There we go. Of course, Viper as well, sitting there in his shade.
Hello.
All cool. Then there's my bro, Richard,
Hello.
aka Sarcastic Bulldog, and then obviously me, Charade, just being derpy little muppety me who sets things up and then it all fails at the last minute. So we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna get going. Like I say, thanks for being patient, everyone. So today's kind of main theme is we're gonna be looking at kind of like E3. What's coming up, what we kind of expect to happen, a little bit of industry discussion relating to events like E3, and then we're gonna have a little interview with Viper, and from there we've got some multiplayer gaming, hopefully set up if there's time, just pending kind of what's happening, because obviously we were a bit late starting, so we'll see how it goes and we'll go from there. Thank you everyone who's hosting and tweeting out. We do really appreciate that. And again, like I say, thanks for being patient while we get it all sorted. So let's kick it off with just a little bit of chat about what we've been playing lately. So who wants to start? Who's been playing what lately?
Those goes.
Yeah, Crispy? No, Viper?
I've been doing Friday the 13th, man. You know, Friday the 13th is my jam right now. I like
Yeah.
it.
It's a little buggy though, isn't it? Because we were playing
It's
it a bit.
there's some glitches in it, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. They've had some issues like with some saving, but I guess that they pretty much worked out all the issues with getting online. There was a lot of people that just couldn't play, but I think they pretty much got that wiped out. They get the Xbox patch up too. I guess that was the one that was holding up a lot of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun though. That game is a lot.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun on it so far. I'm only level 4 though. What level are you at the moment? You're in double figures, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know what level I am. I'm just so big of a level that I don't even know anymore, you know?
Yeah, you're just absolutely rocking that level. Is there a cap at the moment on the levels, or?
I don't know.
I don't know. I need to look into that. If anybody knows, let us know in chat. So what about you, Crispy? What are you playing at the moment?
I've also been playing Friday the 13th a lot.
It's going to be the game everyone's playing at the moment.
It's a very addictive game, I will tell you that.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, although buggy.
I think besides that, I've been playing a bit of WoW now and then. Not as much, but mostly Friday the 13th.
Yeah, are you doing like really casual WoW stuff, or are you going like mad with the raiding?
Mostly casual. I do some raids, but I've not been getting ready for the new one that's coming out, so.
Oh, right, okay. So you're waiting on that then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomb of
new
Sargeras.
Yeah, what's the next bit that's
coming
coming out?
The Tomb of Sargeras.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
DLC.
Have they done like a little trailer for it yet?
Well, there's the new zone that's having like this little question line thingy that gets up to the rate. But it's still got a couple of weeks to go.
Fair enough. What about you, Kev?
Alright, so I have a small list of games that I've been playing.
Okay.
So like I play on my phone and on PC and like PS4. So like on my phone, I play like Egg Incorporated, which is this like idle game. I still play Pokemon Go, and yes, people still play Pokemon Go. Don't judge. And Digimon Heroes. And
right, okay.
For PC and PS4's Overwatch, Rocket League, Titanfall 2, Digimon World, and Minecraft. So I play a lot of games.
Yeah, no, I know Richard doesn't have much time lately to play because of work. No. What have you been playing? Was it Watch Dogs I think you were playing?
I finished Watch Dogs 2 today, finally.
Yeah.
About time.
Yeah, you did the April update, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, was that good?
It was okay.
Yeah? Not your thing?
Had to be better than Watch Dogs 1, though.
It is better than number 1, definitely.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of the missions are the same. Go here, hack this, shoot these people, drive here, do the same.
Right, so quite repetitive then.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
I'm finding that a lot with open world games. They just
Do you think that's
they
just
need more variety?
open world in general, or do you think that's just a Ubisoft issue?
Well, Ubisoft definitely does stick to their formulas, but yeah, definitely all open world games do seem to be going that way.
Yeah.
So,
Oh well. As far as I'm concerned, well, I've been playing Minecraft for work, obviously, because I've got to get stuff done. So I'm working on that Project Gotham thing at the moment, and then I've been on Ark a lot, way too much. I've just got past.
Too much.
I think I've just got past the 700-hour mark on there.
That's it.
Which is kind of bad.
I have over 1,000.
Yeah, I'm not quite as bad as you on it, but
that's
that's
crazy.
loads of hours.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
700 hours is quite a few hours. And then CS:GO. Really, I'm trying not to suck at CS:GO, which is terrible because I'm absolutely horrendous. I'm just a little less horrendous than some other people I know, but I do know some people that actually know how to play. So it's like they're teaching me. I'm slowly learning how not to be a nubcake on the game. Slowly but surely. So I will hopefully get there one of these days. I want to try and get to MG2. I'm stuck in Nova 4 at the moment, so we'll see what happens.
You're stuck in Nova 4. I'm stuck in Gold Nova 1 at the moment.
I've got a friend that went from like low gold just to silver, just overnight when they did that rank update, and they just can't get anywhere with it. So I feel really bad
last
for
time I
them.
played. Last time I played, you remember this, Charade? We were playing. This was before they changed the ranking thingy. I was gold 4, and then I stopped playing, and then I had to play again to get my rank back, and I got put in silver 3.
Yeah, well, they did that big rank shift, and then everybody massively deranked. I think the intention was it to differentiate more between the top end players, if I understand right. So I think it's like 0.5% of the population have got the top rank now, and whereas before it was a lot more people. So it's just kind of to split it all up a little bit more at the top end. As a result, everybody kind of got shifted down in the middle, basically. Unfortunately, which meant everybody kind of Gold Novas, MGs, I think even Legendary Eagle got shoved down quite a bit. So it's just a bit unfortunate, really. So what kind of are you looking forward to coming up, really? What's kind of the plans for the next like month or two? Have you got anything you're particularly keen for that's been announced at all? Anyone?
I'm looking forward to one thing for at E3 now is more news about Sea of Thieves.
Oh right,
That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
kind of
that
interested
is
in that.
Xbox's one exclusive that everyone cares about.
I really wish
That's
it
the
was an
only one that
exclusive,
really
though.
cares about.
It does look really, really good.
Yeah, because it's from a studio that has done really good games in the past until they were shoved down to
Yeah, it's
Xbox Avatar
rare.
stuff.
Brought back to form.
Well,
Really,
you
hopefully.
hope. I was just say, don't get your hopes up too much like crazy. I'm hoping
No, but
it will be though.
so far,
it definitely looks
it looks
interesting.
good.
Well, Rare Replay was fantastic.
Yes. So. Yeah. Kev, Viper, you gonna look into that one?
Yeah, I think I'm already getting like all the emails, so I've been keeping up with a little bit. I
Yeah,
haven't
I've been getting
played it.
these. I've been getting stuff about the technical alpha and stuff as well.
Yeah, I don't remember if I have access or not, but it's something you can't stream. So if I can't stream it, I don't play it because I just don't have much time to play games offline.
I have access, but I just keep forgetting to join whenever it happens.
Yeah, it's like certain timed events, right?
Yeah, it was like
constantly going right.
Because it was this weekend. It was this weekend right now.
Yeah, there was a game. I think it was last month, MXM, that came out, and I had an invite to go play it, and I played it for one of the first access sessions, but then they had another one, and just because of the timing, I didn't get a chance to play it, which was a real shame, because I'd invited like a bunch of my buddies to it, and then just completely missed out on it just due to the timing, because it was like a ridiculously late, and it was like a 2-hour slot, I think it was, to play it. I can't remember exactly. It was a real
Yeah, they're
shame.
really small slots too. There's another one, Worlds Adrift.
Yeah.
Is another one that's like, what's the name of the one we're talking about? I can't. Sea of Thieves, right? Yeah. And
Yeah,
Worlds Adrift is another one that is like that too. Like it's this kind of cool thing, but they have very small time slots, so it's just like, man, it's very hard to line it up. I don't know how they can survive that way and really test the game.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, like I say, Sea of Thieves, fingers crossed. I'm hoping
Yeah, that
hopefully
looks-
they're going to
hoping-
show something nice of it.
Well, I'm really hoping
Yeah.
for Xbox because Scorpio, obviously, at E3.
Yeah.
And this is their time to really shine because they've fucked up so far to this point. Let's face it. And PS4 with the Pro, it is unbelievably underpowered compared to the Scorpio. So they really have a chance to turn the whole generation around.
Yeah, because isn't it upscaled 4K or something?
Scorpio is
like
going to
that?
be
Well,
$1,000.
Scorpio's actual 4K, whereas Pro upscales to 4K.
Right.
It doesn't even do proper 4K, even though they
Right.
sell it as a 4K.
Yeah, sorry, what was that again, Viper?
I said the Scorpio is going to be $1,000. It's close, right? It's going to be like 900 to 1,000.
I
It's a
don't
big
think
price
it's quite
difference.
that expensive. I think $800 at most.
Like consoles are
More
already
600.
expensive, and then they it's a lot of
I mean,
money.
I'm hoping they'll take a loss on the device, but then maybe upprice the games. But
Yeah,
I
think that would
I
be
don't know if they're going to do that.
that would be
though.
a smart move. If they can have some killer games.
I
in
don't
the
know if
lineup.
they'll do that though. That's the thing.
Well, never know.
It depends on how greedy they're going to be. I think.
Like nowadays, it really
But it needs
depends
to be
on the
competitive,
game.
price wise.
Like if it's an exclusive for a console, I'll try to get it. But most of the games I usually get on a PC now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sites that have been talking about it being priced between. I think someone said $450 and $650, but I don't know if that's realistic. I'm not really sure.
If it is $650, I think that's a pretty good deal.
That's really low though.
Yeah.
For what it is.
I think
From what they
700
announced
to
in the hardware.
900 would probably be a good price range for it, because like if you're hitting like the $1,000 range, you're going into the whole like, well, if it's a console for that much, you might as well just save up like extra $200 and just make a gaming PC, you know. So it'll probably depend on like how they market it. So
Well, that could be the thing.
So-
They could come out and just say it's 600-ish, and then boom, everyone will be like, "Wow, that's great for that price." And you know, for 4K and whatnot, could be
Yeah.
fantastic.
They'd have to ship
I'm-
a lot of games
I'm
to make that
looking-
work.
I'm looking at express.co.uk. They're
Yeah.
talking like they have, it's going to be like £399. €399.
That's ridiculously low.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
100.
right on the
And it
bottom
seems
edge.
like it's accurate too. Yeah, it's they're
that's
saying
pretty
this
much
is
like-
accurate.
That's how much like the original Xbox and PS4.
Yeah, but
came
didn't
out at.
they do that
This
with
is-
the first gen of Xbox? They deliberately like massively, or was it Xbox 360? They like madly undercut and barely profited on the console,
Yeah,
but
they-
did
Because
like
because
mad
when-
profit on the games.
when the when the PlayStation 3 released, it was like €600 over here.
Yes, the PS3 was crazy expensive when that got announced,
Yes, it was $600.
and everyone complained.
$600.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the Scorpio though, right? Isn't it one of those piece parts thing? Like you can get a piece, you can get a piece. You can like piece it together with more
No,
like modules. Are they not going to go that way?
Originally, that was an idea for it,
And
but,
they're not
Phil
gonna do it.
Spencer, who's head of Xbox, he
Okay.
wanted it not to confuse people, so he made it just one box. So it's
Okay.
the 0.5 generation of this.
yeah, so rather than leaving a full gen 4, we're
Yeah.
doing the half measures.
But
Okay,
compared
so
to
they're
the
not
PS4
doing enough.
Pro, it's a massive
Yeah, because
upgrade.
what's the price point of PS Pro?
Pro is 450 quid in this country, which is
Right, how much is it in the US at the moment?
expensive.
I don't even know.
I don't even know. I haven't looked into it, like, because I have
I
no
already have
intention
a
of getting
PlayStation.
one.
I, to be honest, I haven't seen a Pro
$499.
in any stores.
Is it?
Yeah, I see
oh, more like says it's
$399.
400.
PS Pro's $400.
Right. Okay. See, that's quite. It's okay. It's just the lack of power in it that's a bit like it's not really worth it. Like, I don't have a PS4. I know Richard does, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'd put the money in. Like, if I had a PS4 and then I was like, if I had the choice, I don't
Exactly.
think I would upgrade. Like, I don't
Well,
see the
yeah,
point.
I-
I'd rather wait for a full gen.
Yeah.
I looked at
Totally.
upgrading my PS4, and it just didn't seem worth it.
Yeah. Like, if I'm getting a new console and I'm making that leap from 1080p to 4K, I want proper 4K.
Yeah, whereas at least Scorpio, like, it seems like it's a real step up in power, and it's 4K, true 4K,
Yeah.
and we're going to get these exclusive games that are only going to work on the Scorpio. So hopefully,
Yeah.
I think the Scorpio will be the better.
Is there much
choice.
capacity difference on it, storage wise?
It's going to be a standard 1 terabyte
Right.
hard drive, Scorpio,
Okay.
which is
And the
That's
PS
decent.
Step up, at
Pro's
least.
sitting with what at the moment?
you can get 500 gigabyte or 1 terabyte
Right.
versions.
Right. And obviously, I'm assuming that will slightly adjust the price.
Yeah,
But by how much, though?
I think it's like 50 to 100.
Now I do have a question about
okay.
the
So it's not like a
Scorpio.
massive amount, but it's still
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, that might put people off. Fair enough. See, that'd be interesting.
are you
I
gonna
do
be
genuinely
able-
feel like they're going to come out with a price point at E3 this year. They've
Oh, they
got
definitely
to.
will.
They can't muck around and hang off with that any longer. Like they've got to say something about it. They've got to do it. If they hold off any longer, it's going to be a
No, E3 will be.
big problem.
Here's the games. Here's the price. Here's what it looks like. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Get it in people's faces. Here's when it's going to be out. End of year, hopefully.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. No messing around, I don't think, with that. I think they're going to kind of get the tech out of the way quickly, from what I understand.
Well, that's why they revealed the specs of it a bit before E3.
Yeah.
So they've kind of got that out of the way. So it's more about the games.
Yeah, because I think they tweet or something about, or was it an interview? I can't remember, but they said about like more focus on games this year.
Yes,
E3.
well they invited the big journalistic companies, to go view the tech, see what's
Yeah.
in it beforehand, and now it's just the games at E3.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Right, we've completely gone off topic now.
I can go off topic even more.
Oh, yeah. Pizza.
I was wondering what the hell
don't
that
tempt us with
was. It
pizza,
is a
come on,
menu.
dude. No, not the pizza. No.
Well,
Unless
as
you
long as
don't
we
go for
all
the
can agree
pizza.
that pineapple on pizza
Should
is
we all
a
go
sin.
for pizza now?
It
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
yes.
Just
No.
fuck off for a bit. Like
No.
we're all gone.
Yeah,
we're all
we're
gone.
taking a break.
Yeah, we'll disappear. Like we've done a 15 minutes. We'll go.
Chewy bacon. That's,
I don't think people will be too happy. Yeah, Crispy, stop catpotting the pizza over. It'd be nice. I'm sure it'd be a bit messy.
I'm not
though.
ordering pizza actually. I'm gonna order some
Oh
chicken
my
nuggets,
God.
some American potatoes.
You can it. Seriously, you can it. Oh my gosh. Right.
Back on topic.
Yeah. Games.
Continue.
For right.
So another game I'm looking forward to
Yes,
is
yeah, let's get back to the
Shadow of Mordor, the new one that's coming out.
Shadow
yes,
of War,
yes,
yes.
yes, yes,
Ah,
yes.
that looks awesome, but they've
Oh, I
just
got
announced
delayed.
it's been
No.
delayed.
It got delayed till October, not too bad. Just
Yeah.
a couple months.
But I'd
I
rather
want
they do a
that so
proper job of it
badly.
than they rush it out. Because if it's rushed out, and it's buggy. I
Yeah,
will
a
have
2-month
no
delay-
problems with it.
Yeah, 2-month delay just tells me they're just cleaning some stuff up. It's,
Yeah.
Well, long
No,
as,
like-
long as Warner
It
Brothers
looks
aren't paying
so
off
much
people,
better.
Oh, that's a bit of a low blow, mate.
It looks so much
Yeah.
better than the previous one, and that previous one was
Uh,
already good as well. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want to see any of that BS that happened though with the review copies stuff. I hope they've learned their lesson with that.
It's Warner Brothers.
Mm.
That's the problem. They don't learn.
I don't want a repeat of Arkham Shite, and I don't want a repeat of Shadow of Mordor press copies being held back. I really don't, because that was naughty. That was naughty of them doing that, and then dictating what you could and couldn't say. That was a bit. So I'm hoping they'll.
What's so
Be
weird
a
when they
little
do
more
that
open
too.
this time, because it was a really good game as well. There was no
Right,
reason
it's
to
like,
hide
why?
it. It was
I don't understand
stupid.
why they do that.
No,
I don't
it
get
was
it.
just stupid. It was ridiculous. But it's becoming more and more the thing now. Like it's.
Yep.
I don't want to say it's set a trend because it wasn't like the first one to do it, but like I know Bethesda are starting to do it with holding back copies until literally launch day, which is a nightmare for
Which shows a lack
streamers and
shows a lack of confidence in
journalists.
their product, which is really.
That's
stupid.
what I feel like
Yeah.
too. But it happens with good games so much that
Yeah,
I
like,
just don't
Bethesda,
get it.
Bethesda and Doom.
well,
That's an amazing
Oh,
game.
God.
Yet they-
I haven't played it, but I've heard a lot about it being really good, and I
Why?
watched it and it looked really good.
Why did they not let people review it before?
Yeah. I think they were a bit worried that people were going to literally just shit on it for the sake of it, but actually,
Nobody did.
no, nobody did. That's the thing. It's really stupid. Because it was a good game, but like I say, I haven't played it, but everyone I've spoken to said it's absolutely phenomenal. I've watched a lot of footage of it. It's not exactly my type of game. I would say I prefer much more story-driven stuff. And from what I can tell, it's just go kill everything that you can find and get to the
Yes,
end.
And I will also point
But
out-
that's the charm of Doom, because
Yeah.
that's what Doom did best and set, a
And,
precedence for.
it's got the best soundtrack ever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Make 'em-
music, one-liners, and killing things and make them explode. That's just Doom. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's
just
just
leave it there.
mindless killing and just get on with it.
Yeah,
But that's really
They-
cathartic for a lot of people.
Exactly. Just let me
Yeah.
blow stuff up. Don't get too crazy with it.
Yeah.
Like the other Doom, Gearbox's Doom.
Mm.
It's kind of a game where it's kind of like old school, where it's just go have fun, just shoot.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's just like
So
just get
two
on with it,
things.
have
Here's
a
a-
laugh, nothing too
Yeah.
serious.
Here's a big gun. Go blow things up.
Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly.
yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
And another one I'm looking forward to is the new Madden. I haven't bought a new Madden forever, but my boy Tom Brady is going to be on the cover,
Yeah?
so I'm getting it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
once you
good.
buy a
I'm
Madden
not really
game,
into that.
I
It's
Though.
like
can't talk about
all
Madden,
at
but
once.
If we're
FIFA,
talking those
I love
kind of
FIFA.
games, I'm getting FIFA and WB 2K18.
FIFA N.
WB 2K18 when it comes out.
Ah, okay.
Usually every November or something.
I haven't bought a Madden since 2012.
Wow. That's
That
a
was the
while
last
ago.
one I ever got as well.
Yeah, recently, because I have the EA access, I got 2017 for free. I can just play it.
Yeah.
So I played it, and I was like, it's so different. And I was like, like when people say Madden stays the same, it really doesn't. Like if you go 2 years apart, there's a good jump. But now I'm like a little lost at first. I totally had to dial down the settings and relearn the game,
Yeah.
and then start stepping the settings back up. So with the next one, I'm getting it. Support my boy, support my boy Tom Brady, the
Yeah.
GOAT.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's like that's kind of the same for me with FIFA. Like I bought several in a row, and I kind of got bored of it after a while. But wait, because he's gonna cringe hard.
Well, see, I've bought 08 since 17.
Yeah,
so I've been playing it a
I
long
think
time.
I've bought like 4 or 5 of them in the grand scheme of things, right? But I had a couple years in a row where I played it, and I'm terrible at the game because I'm so bad at the game that I kick so many shins out and kill so many players, and they end up on
Oh,
the
you
bench.
slide tackle
No,
consistently?
literally, matches get cancelled because there's not enough players on the field.
You don't do that,
Legit.
buddy, okay?
I
Just
have
hold the key.
seasons back to back where matches get cancelled midway through the match because there's just not enough players.
It's not sport, it's a blood sport.
Yeah, it's terrible because me and him play multiplayer, and I'm just slide tackling everything like a crazy muppet, and just
it looks-
everybody just I think I'll slide tackle him by accident when he's on the other player, and
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It looks like a war zone, there's just players streamed everywhere.
Yeah, there's just
All
players
dying.
all over the field,
God.
just in a complete mess. But
I was
I've been
playing-
more serious with the latest one. I've been really good. I've toned it down. I've been behaving. I've been professional.
Okay.
Pro.
Yeah.
I've been
Professional.
trying to. Yeah, I've been doing the whole like story mode, right, with the player.
The
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah, the journey. That's it. Yeah,
But-
because see, that's a big jump because that wasn't there before, and I
That's
really,
pretty
really
cool
enjoyed
too. It's
that.
good too, right? I've seen some of it. It's really good.
Yeah, it is really well done.
Yeah, see, I'm interested in how they're gonna like advance that in
Yeah.
FIFA 18.
I think a few of the choices are a bit shallow. I think that's where they could kind of develop, and I want more personal development
Yeah, but it was quite
off the pitch.
It's quite interesting because BioWare actually had a say on how they developed that because
Yeah.
they wanted the whole RPG style chat system.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
and so
quite
I
cool.
really like
Quite a
that.
cool thing to put that into a sports game. Never would have thought of that, but
It
It's very
works.
cool.
It works really, really well. I just
Well, they
think
did it with the
they need more
basketball.
depth.
They did it with basketball a couple years ago, and it was pretty good.
yeah,
People
yeah,
liked it.
in
So I think they
NBA.
built on it into the FIFA, and
Yeah.
the new Madden is going to have it too. So it's probably going to be
It's
like the
definitely a
next
trend.
step.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's definitely a trend.
like
I think
it.
it's going to be the thing for kind of
Story
the
in
next few
sports.
games.
I like it.
Yeah, I
I
like
do like
of
the
it.
idea of the FIFA deathmatch that Porkus has. Like they should definitely have that, where just people have the spiked freaking cleats, and you're just trying to take each other out.
We need like
So,
shoe
rugby.
knives.
Pretty much.
And like James Bond style, click your heels and a shoe knife comes out and just start
Like it.
running around the pitch. Who
yeah.
needs foot spikes when you've got
No.
shoe knives? Just slide tackle, just take the shins right out.
Sport's very different with you.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun though. Not for the players, obviously, because they'd be a bit like messed up. They might need a few replacement legs, but
A bit.
it'd be
Freaking-
fine. Just replace the players. Just give
It's merely a flesh wound.
cybernetics come a long way. Oh come on, it would work in a really weird way. It
It would
sounds
be
like
fun.
some horrible
I'd play.
futuristic movie where like they're breeding clones to play football to have their legs chopped off or something.
It's like Deus Ex football.
Yeah, Deus Ex football. That'd be brilliant. Yes, we need that. We need that. Please, please, we need that. We desperately need that. That'd be fucking great. I still want that. Oh. I wonder what they'll do though after the story side of things, though, like to improve things like FIFA and Madden and that, because that's gonna. I just have no idea where they'll go with it at
Probably
all.
having
Because they've been
an
working on the
awful
visual
jealous
side of it,
girlfriend.
obviously, and then the mechanics and the AI. And now we've got the whole like story-driven side of it. But I don't know. Be interesting.
Well, I guess we'll
Maybe they'll see something at E3. Who knows?
Well, yeah, they will.
Well, yeah, inevitably. I just want them to do some crazy stuff with the story. I think it'd be really, really cool. Yeah, we are getting off topic. Theme of the night, off topic.
I just mentioned Madden. Man, did that ever just take off?
I know, the thing is, I'm not into Madden, that's the thing. But FIFA, I can talk about. That's fine. Yeah. I feel sorry for anyone who plays with me on FIFA. I really do. It is not good. Has anyone seen... I was looking at, like, the Wipeout Omega collection. I don't know if any of you guys have played, like, Wipeout.
Is that the racing Wipeout? Like,
yeah, it's like the space racer.
Yes, yeah, that
Have
was
you
pretty
seen that?
smooth.
It's like the old PlayStation game.
We played that back on PS2.
Yeah, see, I really
Yep,
loved
I think
that.
that's
I've
when I
missed
played it.
that so much.
They got
I
a
think
new
it's
one,
really
huh?
cool.
Coming?
Hmm?
They have a new one coming?
It's a collection of Wipeouts.
Oh,
on the
okay,
9th.
that's cool.
Oh, it's out on the 9th,
In
is
this
it?
country, yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, is it a US release date different? Or
I don't know.
you don't know, you haven't looked up.
All I know is it's the 9th here.
Right.
And it's just basically a remastered collection.
Yeah,
of all
it's
the old ones.
yeah, it's remastered, but I'm looking forward
that's
to it because
cool.
at least I can then play it again.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, could you
I've
imagine
missed
that
it.
remaster with new graphics? It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it'll just really slick. Hopefully, be really smooth.
Yeah, it was
Better
just
FPS.
It's just a really fun.
It was
racing
just
game
it was
with
just
weapons.
fun. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of when I was a kid, I didn't play Mario Kart, but I played Wipeout, and that was kind of like my Mario Kart equivalent. I
Yeah.
know they're not
Mhm.
quite comparable, but that was kind of my version because, yeah, I didn't get my hands on Nintendo consoles very often. The only ones I got was like the portable ones, really. So Wipeout was my Mario Kart basically, and then we completely destroyed each other on it, which is fun. Just wrecking each other's
A
like.
lot of people were distracted by me, I think. They're like, oh,
You
look
and
at
your
Crispy with
pizza,
his satisfied... He's like, focus, like, look at Crispy and his satisfied face.
You and your we need a game about crispy and pizza. Seriously,
I actually did
Like,
not
that
order
should be a thing.
pizza.
That
The
should
thing I
legit be a
ordered-
thing.
I did some 6 extra large chicken nuggets and then some American potatoes.
I thought he was gonna
And a
say he
drink.
ordered 6
How do
extra
you
large
say
American
Hindu?
potatoes?
Seriously.
They're they're like these sliced potatoes, but they're like kind of fried as well. You know, they call them American
So potato
potatoes.
wedges?
I think
Wait.
yeah, potato wedges.
They're sliced like so they're round, like they're like
Yeah, they're
chips, kind of.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has
Welcome
turned
to the Food
into a
Network.
good podcast. Thank you very much.
Hey, if there's
Yeah,
one thing
it's
everyone
not a
likes,
gaming
episode,
show. We're
what
gonna do
did
cooking
Crispy
instead.
order?
Screw it. Let's go into Twitch Creative.
we're
Cooking
gonna
with
make
Charade
the new
Oh
thing. It's
no,
gonna
cooking
be about
with Charade. It's just
food.
like carbon, and more carbon.
We'll just
Just
name
like
it
cook
food
a
and
pizza
two
for
knives.
20 hours. Done. What's terrible is I have actually cooked a pizza for an hour. Didn't go well.
Oh, yeah, no.
Really didn't go well.
Outside of tsunami,
I
it's
well and truly ruined my
nice.
dinner. Got a little distracted. Has anyone looked at? I don't know. For me, I was interested in Dirt 4. I don't know if you guys are into that.
I played the
I-
second Dirt. It was really good. I never played the third, but it looked good. But
I have Dirt 3, but it's just sitting in my Steam library.
Really, you're not really.
yeah, you know
bothered
what? I
with
think
it.
mine is too.
I really liked the last one. I
I-
was just a bit annoyed about the limited scope of content, really.
Well,
innit?
I love the Dirt franchise, but it's kind of just I'll buy it, but then it will sit there and I won't play it because it's kind of
Still-
it's a
That's
racing
such a
game.
shame.
The last
But
game...
you love
like,
Need for
I-
Speed and other racing
Yeah, but
games.
kind of all racing games they're just the same now.
The
It's
last
That's a bit
actual
harsh.
racing game I used to buy was Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2.
Mm.
The Need for Speeds were really good, but then I feel like they changed in such a way that they
Yeah,
weren't good
they
anymore.
changed them.
It's,
They
it's not
changed
the
them
same.
too much
I'll agree with you
racing
on that.
type.
Has anyone
Another
seen the
game that
announcement
did
of
that
Need
was
for Speed
Burnout.
Payback?
Like Burnout
Yeah.
was so good, and then they changed it in Paradise. It was
I've
like
got the
this
trailer
is
on YouTube for that.
Yeah,
this is not good
I'm
anymore.
gonna look it up.
Like-
Hang on.
but the new one, Payback, looks like Fast and Furious. That's
Which one's Payback? So
it's the new one they've just literally announced.
I'm just looking up the trailer now.
Official reveal.
is that Need for Speed?
Yeah, hang on. Hang on, I'm just bringing it up now.
I didn't know that this was a thing.
Another thing I used to another racing game I used to play was Blur until it died out.
Oh, Blur was
Blur
a good
was-
game. I like that.
Blur was great, but no one bought it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Sure.
an underrated game, to be honest.
The only
Just big
racing
screen
game
it.
I actually got into was
You could just full screen it.
NASCAR 2002
Charade being too
or something like
too
that.
pitch perfect, you need to just full screen
There
it.
we go. I know. Sorry, I dragged it down too far. Ah! God dang it. I dragged it down.
Hold on,
way
let's
too
watch
far.
the thing. I'm watching it. I haven't seen
I'm watching it too.
Yeah, just everybody's gonna just sit
Well-
and she'll be like, oh,
All I can say is this is like missing Vin Diesel, and it would be Fast and Furious.
oh my god, yeah, yeah.
All it,
I would not
like-
be surprised if they made a game about that eventually.
Well, they've basically announced this one is about heists, open world, cops.
There's
I
basically
don't know if I'm so fond of the
first
heist
two-
thing. It's gonna turn into Payday, surely.
the first
Yeah,
no, heist.
that's-
The first it basically turns into the first two Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing. It's heists in cars, which is just it's Fast and Furious. That's all it
Mm.
is.
It's Fast and Furious 1 and 2.
I liked the.
I-
oh,
oh,
what was the one where
it's-
you were doing Need for Speed, but you were doing like one side of the country to the other?
Oh, The Run.
The Run, that's the one. I
The
really
Run,
liked
yeah.
that one, and then I liked
So-
a couple of the old ones.
So that Payback trailer right there, I didn't see any gameplay, so I don't even know what the hell to expect, to be honest.
Well,
no
it's
idea.
all like
They're going to show gameplay
pre-generated.
at E3, so
Yeah.
not long
It's just
to see.
I'll be interested to see. What I'm worried is though they're gonna go like full pre-rendered trailer with it. That will annoy me. Like I want to see some
Yeah.
actual gameplay.
I
If
wanna
it's
see
just all
gameplay.
pre-rendered, it's gonna annoy the crap out of me.
Yeah, these CGI things don't do anything for me ever because I don't know. It doesn't show me the gameplay. I don't even know what to expect from it. Like I saw a thing hitting the boost. You know, that's what I saw, and people crashing. But what's the game? What's the game?
Yeah.
Like I had to adjust myself because the camera on the different sizes are like different. It's moved more to my
Sorry,
microphone.
Crispy. I'm sorry.
So
I'm
now I have
sorry.
to
We'll,
adjust
we'll,
back
we'll
to
have
this.
all these bugs ironed out for next time. I promise. Sorry.
Like
Slowly
when we're,
getting used to
when we're
stuff.
all together, I have to sit like this. But when it's like one of the other ones where I appear, I have to move
Yeah,
towards
yes,
here.
you have
for
to do the shuffle. Like, just shuffle over. No, it's so good, man. It's so good.
You know
Yeah,
what,
it's just-
Crispy?
yeah,
Just
whatever.
order your freaking pizza and be quiet.
I already ordered my food. It's on the way.
Get everybody a
Your
sandwich while
job
you're at
from
it.
now on is the food monkey, and that's all you do. Just saying, food monkey.
Oh my god. What else? Wait, you anything you looking forward to?
I was looking forward to that Get Even game actually,
Yeah, I'd heard about that.
but of course it got delayed because of the whole Manchester bombing, which is a really
Which it's not even
Strange.
relevant. I don't understand why they've done that. Oops.
it's coming out 26th of June, so not long.
Yeah.
But it's an indie psychological horror shooter. It looked just something different. Looked interesting.
Ads. Love ads.
Based on a true
Screw
story.
ads. I need ad block on here for this. Oh.
Mama's 90th birthday. East Midland Springs.
I don't know. It kind of screams Resident Evil Outlast.
Oh, something really cool it does have though is the gun that shoots around corners.
Or Silent Hill.
The gun that shoots around corners.
Yeah, you know the one that has like a camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Shoots
No, I
around-
know the one you mean, but
the-
how does that fit into this in the grand scheme of things?
I don't know, but you don't see that in a game, do you? Often. So
Um,
it's cool.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, maybe.
It looks different. Which
Yeah, I
is, you
feel
know,
like I've seen that at least a few times before, though.
You wanna play a game?
and it kind of has a Condemned vibe as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I
actually.
really like Condemned.
With,
It
like,
scared
crime
the crap out of
solving.
me, but I love that.
I like the crime-solving element of that.
Did-
And this
Did I just
kinda
see a
has-
monkey face come up on the screen?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It's kind of cool though that it's got that kind of Condemned element to it. We haven't seen that in a while, I don't think,
No,
in a
we
game.
haven't really seen a game like that.
I don't think since
Quite a
Condemned.
while.
I mean, I think there was like one or two straight after Condemned came out because it's like hop on the bandwagon kind of thing. But I don't think we saw anything.
So what is the name of this game though? What'd you say the name?
It's called Get Even.
So it looks to me like is it like detective? It looks detective-y to me, huh?
Yeah.
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 So basically, you wake up in a warehouse with amnesia, and you're
Okay,
basically
okay.
told that this woman, you have to save her, and then you have to figure out how all these events happened, and how to save her from this.
But you
Oh,
don't
it's
even
all-
really know who she is because you have
No.
amnesia.
Yeah, exactly.
We can actually
before
use
she's the bad
guns.
guy, I'm calling it right here. Okay, live on the Charede Gaming show at, let's see, 5:28 p.m. on the 4th of June. RSQViper calls it. She's the bad guy. It's Saw. Okay, it's basically Saw. She's gonna have like these red dots on her cheeks, and she's like, "Did you like my game?" Then she'll kill you at the end.
I want to play a game.
Or she's like, would you like to play a game?
You want to play a game? But that's gonna happen. So just so you know, spoiled.
Yeah, you've ruined it for everyone now.
That's the game.
Like, if that legit happens.
Well, I don't need to play it now.
Viper
He's gonna
just
be
got
the bad
even.
guy.
Oh my gosh, right. What's the time? Oh my gosh, right, we better march on for the next bit, I guess. Rather than talking
Yes.
about what we're coming up. Well, the next bit, I'm going to skip the break because, well, we might as well get on with it because, let's face it, we're a bit behind as it is. So, yeah, I was going to go proper, like, E3 predictions, although we've kind of partially covered that already. So...
But we can still go into that more.
Yeah,
Well,
we can
so
go
what do you
into
guys
more.
think about VR then? Since you're on E3, what do you think VR will be a bigger
Ooh.
thing, about the same, or less?
I think it'll be about the same, but I am just waiting in for the far future where it will be like where you can actually. I don't know if anyone here watches anime, but it will be like Sword Art Online, where you can actually just put the helmet on, and it will basically your whole nervous system will be shut down, except for you'll be like transported in this world game, and you can move around yourself. That's
You're
the
basically
point where I'm
predicting
waiting.
Sword Art Online.
Yes, that's what I'm waiting
That's,
for. Nope.
that's going to be
I'm not
scary.
predicting that. I'm not predicting that for now.
I
But I hope whenever that
I
game
think that's about
comes
10
out.
years off, probably.
Yeah, but whenever that happens, that's the only thing I'll play.
Okay.
So in other words,
Just
Christy's
saying.
gonna look like me after about a month of playing that game. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I have a very good metabolism.
Yes,
Yeah,
we can
but when
tell
you're
from
not
all the
moving
pizza consumption.
Around.
I've been eating fast food for the last 8 years. I'm
Lucky
still a
you.
I
scrawny little
haven't.
man.
That was
Lucky
all
you,
nice
man.
too. Go back to your corner.
I'm in my corner already.
I think though at E3 when it comes to VR, I don't see Microsoft focusing on it. They've already declared that they're not really going to go tech heavy at E3.
Well-
So I think the tech that they will do will be Scorpio. I think Sony's going to be more inclined.
Well, Microsoft has the HoloLens, but I don't think they're going to make a massive deal out of it. I think that's more
No.
for another time.
No, I
but
think it'll be
PlayStation
Sony.
VR. I guess they'll show obviously some sort of games, but I don't think. I think they know it's kind of just a gimmick at this point. It's not going to change the world.
I
Let's
think-
face it.
I think what will probably happen is Sony will probably be more VR than Microsoft, but they'll tie
Definitely.
it into a specific release. Like there'll be 1 or 2 releases that they've got up their sleeves, and they will just say, "Hey, like this is the new big thing in VR.
Yeah, but I mean,
Please buy them. Please buy them."
like recently with PlayStation VR, the only thing that's come out is a game called Farpoint, and there was really no fanfare for it.
There was a Star Trek VR thing that came out
Oh,
recently, wasn't
yeah,
there?
Bridge
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Swift
Yeah,
was
Star
playing
Trek
that.
That
The
just
other
came
week.
out, and what bothered me was it was VR
who's
only.
that?
I wanted to play that so bad. It was it's the crew. It's Bridge Crew.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, Bridge Crew. That's it.
Yeah.
I've seen one highlight of that from a streamer from that on Twitch clips, where the leaders like the captain's like giving a scan that to a person on the right, which happens to be a girl, and there's the one dude sitting on the front of it on the left, who just goes like he's like, and they burst out laughing. It was a great moment. You'll have to watch it if you find
I'll
it.
have to see it. Yeah. But yeah, Bridge Crew looks fun, but it is VR only. You can't even play it without VR. I was like, dang. I was hoping it was going to come out, and that you'd be able to do it without VR, and you'd be able to just play the game, but you can't do it without VR. It's like, dang, man.
We've heard good things about that, but it would be really dependent on you needing friends to play it with. Otherwise,
Totally.
With AI, it would be horrible, I imagine.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And I would imagine like getting in any kind of public match would suck. Also, like it would be like playing what is that? What's that bomb game? Like
Bomberman?
don't
Keep talking
explode.
Oh.
don't
Keep talking or
keep talking.
Keep talking or I'll
Yeah.
explode. Yes. Like playing with a random on that one would be wreckage.
It's like playing. There's a lot of games where playing with randoms is just an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, that's why I only played private matches on Friday the 13th.
Well, I haven't had bad luck doing that. I've actually had okay luck playing pubs in Friday the 13th. I have not
Swift
run
has
into the douchebags.
There was one
No.
dude that Swift met, and he was being very racist.
That's not
That's
fun.
not good. I assume you can mute on it
Oh.
though.
I don't
Yeah.
think. I don't know if
I
he
don't
muted
think
it,
so.
Oh.
Swift did
individually
report
mute.
him though. Swift did
Oh,
report
yes,
him
you
'cause
can.
he's
You can mute. You can in the lobby
Yes,
screen. You
yeah.
can click it.
Swift did report that dude already though, because he's a partner apparently.
The dude being
Oh.
racist.
Yeah, he was a partner.
Wow.
Oh, crumbs.
Yay.
That's not good.
But yeah, as far as VR for me, I think we're in that like stage where like VR kind of lost its gimmicky value, and like we're in that dull state right after like between it being released and like the actually really good, more advanced VR stuff comes out. If that makes sense. Like
No,
for example,
It's niche now. It's not a gimmick, right?
Yeah.
It's niche. There's people who play VR, and there's other people that it doesn't make any sense to play VR. You can't. Not everyone can play VR or like it, and it's expensive. But it's a niche thing. But I think it's legitimate niche, because VR nowadays is really good. I mean, like especially like the Vive. That thing is excellent, actual VR. But like as far as it being like something that's gonna be in everyone's living room, nah. No way. It's just way too expensive and
yeah.
cumbersome. It's cumbersome,
Well,
expensive. Yeah.
I think that's the next step for VR stuff is like a little bit more competition to make the price go down and make it more like sleeker design, less clunky, more like smexy type thing, if that makes sense. Because now you wear like not like Viper because you're the old broken, but
Oh.
I'm a guest.
I did say earlier you're really killing your survival chances right now with all the comments you're swinging around
I know.
tonight.
I'm
Look
joking.
how nice
I
my
saw
camera. I'm on a beach. This
No,
is what money gets.
I saw
you, okay?
Viper. I saw Viper like gloating, doing the whole gloating thing. So I kind of felt like I had to,
I was
bring his
gloating?
ego down a little bit.
I was gloating.
But yeah, I feel like VR is gonna be a little bit more sleeker in the coming years, or at least like the VR 2.0, if that makes sense. It's just gonna be smaller and more people friendly, if that makes sense.
Like, isn't people friendly? Like, it's easier to get your hands on it, or
It's like these are cheaper. People are actually gonna like the look of it. Like, not saying people don't like the way it looks now, but like, sort of like more options and just not like. It's sort of like current phones versus cell phones when they first came out. Like old cell phones were like these massive, like giant things size of your head. Now cell phones are like small type thing. Sense.
I think a good
So-
demonstration that VR is coming along was do you remember when that Resident Evil game came out?
Resident Evil 7.
And that had really
Yes.
good VR in it. I think that's a really good example of what VR could be. I mean, obviously it had a few issues, but with some work and a better range of games on that kind of level,
It's when
I
it's
think it'd
built
be really
into-
good. But the price has got to come down though
It's
for it
when
to
it's
get
built into
mainstream.
like a full experience,
Yeah.
rather than just a gimmick
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
And
If
I
the
think
ga-
I think if PSVR like got £100 slashed off the price, and they released some more games like Resident Evil 7 with VR built in, like properly into the campaign,
Yeah,
I think it could be more massive than what it is now.
because for me, looking at VR, I'm looking at the expense and I'm looking at what I could play with it, and I'm just like,
Well, at the moment-
why bother?
Well,
I
I
can
mean,
just play
At the
them.
moment, even though PlayStation VR is the cheapest option, it's still the price of a console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of everything else you've got to have.
Yeah.
As well,
Plus, they don't say, "Oh yeah, you need the camera and the Move controllers as well."
and all the stuff to make it actually usable
Yeah, exactly.
and worth it. So yeah.
And
I-
then
Yeah.
and then some games are so
The-
like ridiculously ranged in price. You've got ones that are £60, whereas you've got ones that are £10. So it's kind of
And there are some really naff VR experiences. I have to say,
Oh,
there are
plenty.
some really, really shallow, poorly
What was
put
that,
together,
Viper?
cheap, nasty.
the dogs were barking. My wife and kids are trying to get in. I had to like carry in the
Oh.
baby.
Yeah, that's what a few customers and I talked about at my store. It's like a few of the customers would actually get the VR, but the price of it is kind of like big, and especially like from a parent standpoint, like because I've talked to a few parents and I told them well, if it was cheaper, I would get one personally. And they're like, yeah, our kid's birthday's coming up. We're trying to think of something new to get, and they were like, think about the VR, but when they came in, saw the price of it, they're like, do you have anything else?
Yeah.
So from like a parent standpoint, from a regular consumer like us standpoint, the price is the thing that's killing the VR right now. Not saying VR is solely dying, but like,
Yeah, well, on PlayStation VR, there was PSVR World, which came as a launch title, and that was 50 quid for 5 mini games that you could finish in like 20 minutes.
Oh, I heard about that.
that
a lot of
seems
people were
nuts.
really annoyed about that.
That should have been free with the VR
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy.
Yeah, I think VR's kind of in the awkward teenage years, or maybe play
It's in
school.
its
Should we say.
puberty.
Like you're trying to send them to school to get better, but they really don't want to because they just want to stay at home and play with all the silly toys at home, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I have to do homework
Yeah.
now. I have to actually get better at this.
go to puberty mode.
No, but you get where I'm coming from. I don't think we've quite hit teenage because that would imply that they're getting somewhere, but it's still early days.
I want to
The
play
voice
with
is
my
starting to break.
toys. My 20
Just-
minutes.
No, maybe early teen. We'll pitch it at early teens, shall we? Early teens, primary school. Yeah.
God, they'll
VR's
turn
got all
emo.
its zits slowly appearing, and it's gonna have to deal with them. Get the Clearasil quick.
I know they were pushing that Batman VR game kind of hard when it came out because I saw ads for it everywhere, and
I saw the ads,
They
but I
made-
had no interest in it whatsoever.
They did, but then
yeah,
it turned out it was a gimmicky, typical
It was
VR
just
experience.
pointless. Yeah, just one of those BS things.
It's like,
Yeah, right now everything's like grab, move. That's VR
Yeah, like I want
Yeah.
more
The
depth to the
whole
mechanics
experience.
to make it more interesting. The whole
It's
point
like
of
there's
it
no
is
real
engaging.
game. Like I have yet to see a real game that is VR. There's nothing out there. Like there's that one scary game. I can't remember the name of it that you kept seeing
Resident
highlight.
Evil.
Was it Resident Evil?
Yeah, Resident Evil,
7,
the one we were talking
Mm.
about a minute ago.
that had
That
Yeah.
had really good VR in it. Yeah,
That was the one.
but it
that
wasn't a
seemed-
VR only game.
Well, it was
Right.
the entire campaign, but in VR, so it was an actual experience.
Is that the one where like something's on you and it like jumps? No, that's not it, is it? I
was
don't
about to say, you
remember.
talking about Alien
Also,
or
so-
something?
that's-
Or... They haven't done an Alien VR game, have they?
No,
I don't
Yeah.
think
I-
Oh,
so.
yeah.
No, that would be
Maybe
cool
it
if
was
they
played
did
in
That would be
though.
cool.
That would be cool, but I think the tech's a bit
You-
way off for them to.
You can
to do
play
that quite
Alien
yet.
Isolation in VR.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's-
Yeah, that'd
yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, you
See,
can.
I've got that game. I still haven't played that yet. I keep meaning to do
I've-
it for
I've
a
seen-
horror month thing.
I've seen Swift play it in VR.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
what we're saying is if there's any game devs out there that want to get into like a really good niche, make the first legit good VR game that's an actual game, and just like, boom.
I think it's called Paranormal Activity.
Right. Okay.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one I'm thinking of.
'cause the guys
Paranormal
in-
Activity.
The guys
is
in
made
chat
for
are
VR.
talking about what is it? Job Simulator and is the other one?
Jobs.
Yeah, they're talking about some other games that are VR that apparently are okay.
I don't know what Job Simulator. That's
I've seen
never-
Job
I've seen
Simulator.
that.
I've-
Didn't Nerdcube do a video
Yes,
on it?
I've seen him.
Yeah,
play
no
it,
kid did a video on
and
it.
Markiplier's played it and whatnot, and
Oh.
it's a decent-ish experience. It's not something you play for hours on end.
I don't know. For me, VR just still isn't worth it right now. Like for me, like the Resident Evil thing, that would have been cool, but like I wouldn't buy it just for that one thing. There's absolutely no way. Absolutely
Well,
no
there's
No
no
way.
way you'd want to spend 800 quid just for one game.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I love Resident Evil, but not that much.
No.
Not that much.
So I
Especially
go to
when
my
have
friend's
heart
house who
attacks.
has it.
I still don't have it actually. I forgot to buy it. Whoops! I'm a bit late
I
to the
love
party on
Resident
that
Evil.
one.
Never played. Never.
I meant to play it and I forgot to buy it. Oops. Oh well, I'm gonna have to sort that out. I'll have to
I
sort
have-
that out.
I have Resident Evil 5 and 6. I also have Revelations. The first one.
Revelations was meh.
I had Operation Raccoon City on my Xbox.
God, that was
I finished.
terrible.
That's the only one I finished, I think. Plus
You're-
Resident Evil 5.
Really unlucky
think-
then. They're not the best Resident Evils by far. They're bad.
I haven't even
I love
been
5, I
started
love
playing
7.
Resident Evil 6 right now.
6 was
That's still
awful.
sitting in my library. There's a load of games that still sitting in my library, like Uplay, Origin, Steam.
Yeah,
I have a load of games in my box for my Xbox as well.
yeah. I think that's the problem. I just keep accruing games.
Yeah,
And
same
never
here.
get around to finishing. I think my average finish percentage is like 26% at the moment, which I feel really ashamed of.
I'm gonna see what's mine.
Oh, yeah. Mine's bad. I've got like 400 or 500 games on my Steam account alone. And it's like 26% finished. I'm just like,
Yeah, I have,
no,
like,
must
300 something.
complete, must fix the numbers, because it's absolutely terrible. World of Warcraft, complete opposite issue. I was like one of the highest with a achievement score, which was great. I loved that because I went absolutely crazy completing everything.
I have a 20% average game completion rate.
Oh, you're worse than me. I don't feel quite so bad now.
Well, I have 326 games.
Ah, you got less games than me. Domino's Tracker. What?
Really, Viper? Really?
It's on its way, people. Just
This
You're-
make
you're
sure
podcast
lucky-
you
oh my
know.
God. I'd shove it to the other end of the
Domino's.
screen if I were you, because people can't see it. There we go.
Just so everyone
There
can
we
keep
go.
an eye on when my
Crispy's
pizza's coming.
Domino's. There we go.
See, he's not the
So
only one
this-
getting pizza.
Oh,
I was
so this
asked
is the countdown
to
for
do
how
this.
long we
Okay.
have Viper
what
left.
just
All we
happened.
can
your
see now.
Skype's now showing
we
on
can
my
see your
screen.
Skype,
Good night.
yeah,
Hide it. Hide it. Hide it.
There it is.
Before we see like double of everything and everybody gets.
I don't
confused,
have
like,
that
"Ah."
option. I just have to wait.
We need to compete whose Domino's will come first.
I didn't order Domino's and I didn't order pizza, but I ordered something from a pizzeria.
Is it Pizza Hut?
No, it's another. It's a different. It's not Pizza Hut.
It's all friend
Battle of the Pizzas.
pizza. It's probably.
It's called Pizza Service.
Wow, that sounds really generic.
Well, they've been around
Yeah.
since 2003.
Is that not
They've
something
been around-
lost in translation, or is that just a bad translation of
It
it?
feels like we should be sponsored by a pizza shop at this point.
I've been like,
should.
hi
Yes.
Domino's, please sponsor the next
Sponsor
show.
us.
There won't be many technical issues,
Sponsor
I
the next
promise.
show. Give us pizza.
Oh my god, we should do that. That'd be so good.
Next
I should get onto
podcast,
Treat
everyone has like a
Stream
mountain
and be
of
like, hey, can
pizzas.
you please just send us pizzas every once a month? That'd be fab. And be like, hey, like we're totally got this.
Charade has officially sold out.
Wow, thanks, dude. That's not gonna happen.
Sponsored by Doritos and Mountain Dew.
No, I don't like Mountain Dew. I like Doritos though. I do really
Mountain
like Doritos.
Dew? What the hell?
Not
What?
Mountain Dew. No way,
That's-
no way.
Mountain
No,
Dew.
if it was gonna be drink, it would probably be. Oh god, I don't want to start a war over Coke and Pepsi in chat.
I drink
Where it
both.
probably
I
I
head.
drink both. I don't care about it. It's both good for
See
me.
See, we've gone to food again.
We need to stop doing that. It's terrible.
All right, so predictions for E3. One of my predictions
Yeah, what we're supposed to be
is
talking
that
about.
they're going to be announced. Nintendo will be announcing a Pokemon game, like for the
Pokemon
Switch.
Stars.
What?
So if they do
That's
announce like a
code name.
Pokemon,
Oh.
like sort of like Mario Odyssey game, or it's like really like legit open world. Not saying that the current Pokemon games aren't open world, but more open world than they are. Then it's going to really make me want to play the Switch because I grew up with okay, correction. I remember time before Pokemon, but basically since the 4th grade and past, I was all into Pokemon. So if they come out with like a really good Pokemon game for the Switch, then it's gonna move that like time zone of me buying the Switch from the holiday season to probably a few months earlier. Just saying. So yeah. What
So
about
you
everybody
like it?
else? Probably. It's probably my internet.
Because you started cutting out for like a half a
Um,
second.
Yeah, he cut for like half a second. He's fine now though. It's all good. Don't worry.
Yes.
All good. It's all
Puppies.
fine.
Puppies.
Yeah.
Viper
puppies
does
and
not look
random
bored. He's
stuff.
just listening.
It's called listening and paying attention.
I
Snipe.
know. He's being thoughtful, Crispy. You're not thinking about pizza and other random
Yeah, the whole
shit.
time just
What do you
like.
mean I'm
hmm.
thinking
You
about
dirty
pizza?
pizza boy.
That pizza sounds.
I'm
really
not saying
good.
that. I was not saying he looks bored, but someone else in the chat was saying it.
Yeah. Blame chat, dude.
No,
Yeah.
blame
We know how it is. Blame my chat room.
Yeah, but
Screw
the
you.
people
We'll
on
we'll come and
iTunes
destroy you.
and-
we'll wrap you up in a pizza and then send you somewhere. Who knows? No,
What's with Crispy and the money? He's always
I
throwing the
don't
money. in
know.
our
He's
face.
like flashing it.
Uh,
That
like,
sounded wrong.
Okay,
Okay.
Oh,
we get
no.
Crispy. You
But
have
yeah, I think
Oh,
Pokemon
no.
would be a good
Stop.
move. They need to jump on it. They need to get a good
Yeah.
Pokemon game on the Switch. Because right now, like, what are the best games? You got Link, and you've got a remake of Mario Kart.
Well, yes,
That's it.
I have the Switch. I have Zelda, Mario Kart, and Street Fighter.
Uh-huh.
2
Okay.
remakes.
Yeah, exactly. Like when they announced like the Mario Kart, I was like, yeah, and then I'm like, it's Mario Kart 8 again. It's like, why isn't it a new Mario
Yeah.
Kart?
like so far from what I remember, most of the games are just better looking versions of what's already out there on the Wii U.
Totally. Yep.
So
Don't know if Mario Kart
so
8.
like
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I zoned out for a
we already
second.
covered that, Char.
You're a bit behind.
My brain.
Um,
Sorry, my brain's lagging. The XSplit's sorted.
yeah,
My
like-
brain's now lagging. Don't make a comment on that one, Richard.
Yep. Splatoon 2 and ARMS. Those will finally like
I
be
want Splatoon 2.
Well, see,
I really
new
want
Splatoon
games that'll
2
work
looks
well.
cool, but ARMS, I don't know, seems too gimmicky and probably too short.
It just looks like WWE cross with Splatoon to me.
I don't know anything about ARMS. I just heard about it today.
Well,
I
there's
really
arms
don't
in
even
it.
know. There's arms.
That's a good start.
So is it actually your arms it's talking about, or is
Yeah,
it like?
It's
basically
just
your
a boxing
arms
match, as far as I can tell.
Think of like
Yeah.
Punch Out with really long arms, and you're like using the motion control to control them.
Oh,
So it's kind of gimmicky in that classic
Yeah, it
Nintendo
is.
way.
So it's
Yeah, it's their take on
Basically,
doing a
yeah,
violent
yeah.
game, basically, in a slightly less bloody messy way.
so it's like that game that they had on the Wii, where it was the boxing. Like they had boxing. It's that,
it's a
except
remake
like a
of
new
ARMS.
version.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
His legs
Yeah.
coming out.
That's a good way to put it.
Arms too. Now it's your legs.
Like, I just feel like Nintendo needs a couple more good games for the Switch in order to really sell it. Because I know
I'm gonna mute
at my
this on
store-
stream because I do not want to get DMCA'd. I will blur it out when it goes on YouTube.
Well, see,
Oh,
I think
yeah,
if the
Nintendo's
Switch
very
had had
pushy.
Zelda and Mario on launch, it would have been a much stronger lineup.
yeah,
Whereas
Yeah.
like
they
I
kinda
think Mario.
there's too much of a divide between their games coming out now. It's like
And I can't click off the annotation. Thanks, Nintendo. Great job. Bastards.
Yeah, and what's with Zelda
Um,
like the weapons breaking? Like, why did they add that? Why did they add that? It's just so needless to me. Really hurt that game. It's like because kids like that game, and then you add that, it becomes difficult, and they get frustrated.
it feels like an artificial way to make it more difficult.
Okay.
It's really pointless. It is annoying.
I know when I saw the trailer for the Switch before it came out, and I saw that Skyrim was on it, I got a little hyped because I'm like, okay, so the Switch is gonna actually have capabilities for more than just your stereotypical Mario graphics, you know? So I'm kind of still hopeful for like Skyrim-esque graphics in the Pokemon game, but I doubt that will ever happen.
Yeah, but there's been no announcements from like big third-party developers, to announce something
Yeah.
like that. Whereas like Skyrim, it's a remake of a 8-year-old game now,
Yeah.
running on the
Like-
Switch. That's not really that impressive if you think about it.
Yeah,
I
sure.
love Skyrim though.
So
like
good.
I
good.
really, really
Yeah,
love it.
it's a
But
good
But I've already
game.
had it. It's like
you're getting it ported.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't see the point. Like, especially when I can play it on PC, it'll look a lot better.
Yeah,
I've got a
Didn't-
bigger screen
It will look
and better
better.
controls. Because let's face it, the
Yeah,
Nintendo Switch
especially
controls
after
they look
Did-
okay, and
They're
I've had
alright,
a little
they're fine.
like muck around on them, but it's not the same as using keyboard as mouse. Like I like my keybinds. I am.
Yo, this
so
ARMS
obsessed
game
with
has
my
got me
keyboards.
tripping. I'm watching this right now. Like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
it is just Splatoon, but with boxing. That game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it does look
It's-
like very similar
They've
animation.
just taken Splatoon and just basically said, right, here's a boxing mechanic instead of the paint gun. And then here's your cartoony graphics to keep it Nintendo-y.
Yep.
so we can qualify it as not that violent.
Well, I think it's
Look,
not
look,
even
it's
Splatoon,
cartoon
it's more-
violence. It's okay. It's just cartoon violence.
It's more like just
But yeah,
Punch-Out,
when
just with
Mario
arms.
Odyssey
Yeah,
comes
Punch
out,
Out
I
with
can
longer
see
arms, yeah,
sales
exactly.
going up.
Yeah.
This is how my Fanta came in.
Why did your
Oh.
Fanta come in a bag? You're not
I have
homeless,
no
dude.
idea.
So
you're
with,
gonna be living on the streets tomorrow. That's the hint, Crispy.
With the
Get
new
your
Mario,
pizza now.
With the new Mario, is it going to be on Wii U also, or is it going to be exclusive?
No, it's exclusive to Switch.
It is.
Yeah.
What is the new Mario anyway?
It's Mario Odyssey.
Odyssey. yeah.
Right. Have they released any more info on it yet?
No,
I'm
there's
assuming
literally-
that's gonna be an E3 thing.
There is
then.
just the one trailer, and it's
Yeah.
kind of weird because it's like set in like a real world, like New York, with humans,
Oh.
which is a bit odd. And
It's Tangled, the game.
It has Sonic 06 vibes, which is not a good thing.
You know what it's making me think though? If it's set in the real world, it's making me think of the Super Mario film.
Oh
It's
no.
making me think of the Super Mario. You know where
Yeah,
where they took like live action.
We'll bring the trailer up.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm working on it.
It's gonna have
Like-
it's gonna have the Goombas looking like there. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
they're
great.
gonna look like really stupid puppets.
Yes.
I just
That
watched
that
that movie a
film
few months
was
ago.
amazing. I loved it, but it was so cringy at the same time. And I am so
That-
blurring all of this out on YouTube because I'm gonna get so copyright strikes otherwise. Please Nintendo, don't steal my video. I didn't do
Oh, you
anything
know they
wrong.
will.
Please don't kill me, Nintendo. I don't want to steal Mario. I just want to talk about him for 10
I'll do the
minutes.
sound effects if you like. It's me, Mario.
Okay, so he's straight up in the world. I don't know if I like that.
I don't know.
We'll see. Let's see how they do.
I'm
I
so
mean-
used to seeing you in a cartoony 2D
yeah,
world.
it seems weird to have him in this sort of pseudo-realistic New York. It's
I like the fact that they're trying to mix up Mario.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll see how it works out. It might be
Like
fun.
I respect, but they need to move on from Mario a little bit.
It's
You know
never
what I mean?
happening.
Like,
I want third
Never.
party
I
IP, but it's just
know.
not happening. It's really annoying me about
It's-
Nintendo. They're too reliant on bleeding the same donkeys every year.
Every time they
Yeah.
make anything new, no one buys it. This is the stuff that sells.
Yeah,
It's required.
it is literally just the rehash factory. Let's put the same like 3-4 IPs through the factory floor over and over and over.
well,
And I love Nintendo. Don't get me
Well,
wrong,
yes.
but like I hate them at the same
Split-
time for doing it.
Splatoon was their first new IP in like 20 years.
And it's actually done pretty decent.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
That's
it. It
crazy
was
to think.
good.
They spent 20 years to actually release a new game.
Yeah, and let's face it this way, like, you got people like Game Freak that work with them, and they've been spewing out the same thing for like 20-25 years now as well, basically. But it still sells. It's really enjoyable though. Like, I love Pokemon every year, pretty much.
Yeah.
Every time that it comes out. But
Oh yeah, best memory, 98, getting my first Game Boy. with
yeah, like
Pokemon.
that's brilliant. But again, it's part of Nintendo problems. It's chucking the same stuff out every time. It is really sad. I would like to see them work with more third-party developers, but it's just they're so set in their ways,
yeah.
and they've been doing it for so long. I can't see it happening as much as I'd love them to kind of like open up and be a little bit more cooperative with developers, because I think that really puts people off.
Well, it's kind of the start of every generation. They make promises, right? Here's EA and Ubisoft and whatnot making like Skyrim and FIFA's been announced for Switch, but then by the end of the generation with the Switch, they're probably not going to be supported by any of those big
Well,
developers.
they haven't exactly made much progress. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Like, it'll just be interesting to see where Nintendo as a whole will be in like the next 5-10 years. Like, just I don't know. I feel like they just need to mix it up a little bit more. Like I said earlier, the whole Mario is a good. I feel like it's a good step in the right direction for Mario, but I'm interested in seeing what they have planned for E3, because I know they have games planned for both the 3DS and Switch. So hopefully there can be like some cross-platform thing, like, oh hey, if you have a certain game on DS and Switch, then like you can unlock some content or something like that. I think something like that would be really interesting and beneficial for them.
The one thing I did hear about on the grapevine, and there's a few other places that have mentioned rumors of it, but whether they'll actually announce it or not will be interesting. I was hearing about like a mini Switch, like a Switch Lite.
Okay.
Now, there's some practicality issues with that, with the screen and the size of the controllers for a start. But like you know how they did like the 2DS and the 3DS. I heard about some kind of like cheaper, smaller version because one of the big complaints they got was that the Switch was too big for very small children's hands, and that being one of their major demographics, there was talk that they might do like another one of these like like the 2DS 3DS situation where there's a different version of for the 3DS there was the 3D vision and then a slight cut down on the quality of the controls on the device.
The problem with that is if they cut down the size even more, then they're going to compromise the resolution.
Well, this is the thing as well. They can't use the same controllers because the height would be different. So I don't know how they practicality-wise go about it. But it was one of like the major complaints that people had when the Switch came out.
The big thing
like
with the controllers is the HD Rumble. I don't know how they could downscale that for those. To make them smaller. It
would be interesting. But that was just something else I heard about. There's a few places were talking about it. I'd be interested if they did manage it. If they find a way to actually do that, that'd be kind of interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of practical issues with doing that.
To be fair,
unless they rejig the controller so that you've got like a bit hanging off the top, that's a bit like weird.
Nintendo can barely make demand for most of their systems, so maybe they should not make another one.
Yeah.
True. They had to cancel that NES
after all. But no, it was just something I heard on the grapevine. It'd be interesting if they'd said something like that maybe at E3, but like I say, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. I really, really doubt they will. But it was just another thing I heard on the grapevine from some other people I've been speaking to, and there was a few articles out and about it. So I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting, but it'd be kind of weird. I don't know how they'd like push that. It'd be like, "Hi, little kids, we got a smaller version just for you." The screen is so tiny though, so you're gonna have to get a magnifying glass out. Do you remember the old days of the Game Boy where you had to have like screen hanging off the big magnifying screen, the light, just like one of those? That'd just be my god.
That was pre-days of having backlights.
Yeah, that was bad. You just sat there in the dark going, I can't see my Game Boy, please help.
See, we're showing our age now.
Yeah, I know, 90s kids.
And like playing the Game Boy in the back.
Oh, I know how that felt as well.
Yeah.
The grey.
I remember you had the black and white one, and you were just like going crazy because you couldn't see anything.
They had a light you could snap on. Remember, you could buy the little flashlight.
Yeah, he had a blue one. It slid on the top, and then you hear it go clunk, and then you'd flip it forward, and then it had a light in the back, and it was so bloody bright. The reflection, so you'd have to hold it like your hands were like cramped up like crazy, so you'd look like you'd crippled your hands.
You kids don't understand how good you have it, okay? Back when we were kids, we used to have to snap things to cover our eyes. We had to like stick our face in there and push the buttons, and games were hard, okay? Have you ever played Battletoads? You don't understand how good you have it.
Days of the old Sega where you had to blow on the cartridge to get it to work and then put it back in like 4 times to try and get it to work. And then you get lines all over the screen going mad.
Right, I got lines now. We're close.
Yeah. We're slowly getting there. We're going to blow every inch of dust out. It's going to happen.
Shift it left
or
and right.
when you play like Golden Axe and then it won't save because some sort of dust or something's got into the machine while you've been playing it. And then you just can't save anything. Wrecked. Absolutely wrecked.
Back when you couldn't save progress and you had to start from the beginning every time you turned on the game. That existed too.
Well, I remember we had was it the Sega 64-bit, and I was playing Road Rash.
You mean the Mega Drive?
That's the one, the Mega Drive. Yeah, but there was a 32, wasn't there? And then there was like a 64 version of it. I can't remember what it was.
Mega Drive.
It's the Mega Drive, but there was 2 versions of it. Hang on, let me check.
We had the Mega Drive.
I'm having brain fart. Hang on. I'm gonna look it up because there was 2 versions of it.
There was a Mega Drive 2, I believe.
Yeah, but there was 2 different versions. No, it was 16, but there was I can't remember. There was some sort of variant of it.
Because the Mega Drive was 16-bit.
Yeah, I know it was 16-bit, but I can't remember. Wasn't it capacity or something? I can't remember. Hang on. I'm having a brain fart. It's terrible. My brain doesn't go far back. I've forgotten everything. It's terrible. I can't remember.
The 90s is but a blur.
I know the 90s is just emptied out of my head. Like I've lost it. It was a 16-bit system, but there was. I'm gonna have to check our one now. I'm gonna check because it's 64 something on it on the front. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh my god, that is gonna drive me nuts. There was something, but anyway, it wouldn't bloody save. It. We're having a t-shirt competition now. Oh my god. Funsies. Pizza to
Christy
t-shirts.
started
Why not?
it.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Oh, I can't remember. But anyway, whatever. Like, I couldn't save Road Rash. That really annoyed me.
Pretty sure the Mega Drive's over there.
Yeah, it's over there. I want to grab it. There's something
God.
there's some writing on the front. Go get it. Come on. There's some writing on the front. I swear to God, it said something on it. Find it. Fetch. Go fetch. Come on. Fetch.
Are you
Go get
getting
it!
brother
Oh
like
my
a
God, you're
dog?
breaking everything. What the fuck are you doing?
Freaking,
Oh my God.
I'm glad I'm not your
You're
brother.
breaking every. He's bringing in the big box of consoles over. Come on, bring the whole box.
Oh, I
let's
thought you
let's
were
have
gonna say
story
something else.
time. 80s and 90s gaming consoles. Here we go. Come on,
Welcome
bring
to
it
the
over.
podcast,
Bring the
everyone.
box. Come on, just bring the box. There we go. Right. So.
Today on Show and Tell.
Oh, I could just there was a bit of text down there. Or am I thinking about one of the other ones?
I don't know what you're
I
thinking.
don't know. I'm thinking. Anyway, this is what they used to look like for those that are post-millennial. There we go. There's one for you. It still works, actually, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
They
The
were built to
infamous
last.
dust slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really good. I love these. They're great. Best games ever. Up to a point.
The good days of Sega.
Yeah. Yeah. Before they just. Yeah. We don't want to talk about Sonic.
Kappa.
That went downhill rapidly. Do we need to talk about
They've-
Sonic 06? That was
they've had
terrible.
moments.
Like, we're here to talk about E3. Oh, look at this old ass
We're
console.
talking about like stuff from like 20, 30 years ago.
They were talking
um,
about E3 from 1992, if you don't mind. We're just going
Yeah.
back to E3 92.
Like, look at my
Right,
gaming
my
charger.
day.
Here's my
Three.
Sega console.
Yeah, we need to do a vid where we just sit and show all the old consoles.
That's a long video.
Yeah, we'll be there a while, but it'd be fun.
During this year's
I'd like that.
E3, you only had
This
to
year
throw the
E3, we're gonna
cartridge
bring back
once
the Sega
instead of
Genesis.
twice.
Woo!
Hot dog.
That would be fun. We're like, fuck it, why not? Let's do this.
All right. So,
Oh.
question. Death Stranding. Do y'all think there's gonna be any more footage of it?
I
It's
think they'll-
the game by Kojima. Is that
Yeah,
his
they
name?
need to,
Hideo
right?
Like,
Well, does it have like a release time frame? I don't even know what it is.
I
No,
mean,
Yeah,
it's
Norman Reedus.
so early on. That's the problem.
yeah.
I reckon
I
What
need
is it?
more Norman Reedus. Come on.
there'll probably be another CG trailer, but I don't think
Yeah.
we'll see gameplay for a few years still.
Yeah, it's a ways
Because-
off, right? It's quite a
Yeah.
ways off. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see much on that. We might just hear like like you said, a little CGI thing or something.
I think like the last one where he announced basically Mad Mikkelsen as one of the villains. I reckon he'll just announce another actor who's in it, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen the two trailers before, but it's been a while. It's just I don't know what the game's gonna be about. Like,
You're trying to avoid
yeah,
police, and it seems like they can take control of you once they catch you or something like that. It's just
yeah.
It's so Kojima. It's
Yeah.
so a mind fuck.
it's gonna be a mind f. It's gonna be a mind f. Just know it's coming.
I saw the first thing of it and then I was like, yeah, okay, this is gonna happen. I'm just waiting. I'm not bothered about it really, but
You're not so into.
no,
His
like
stuff.
I played Metal Gear Solid and I
Well-
liked it, but then the supernatural bit kicked in and then I was like,
Well, first
no.
off, you got to explain.
I wanted Splinter Cell.
Yeah, but your first experience is the Phantom Pain.
Yeah,
you
that's
came
the thing.
in really late.
Yeah,
to the franchise.
I'll be honest. I haven't played any Metal Gear Solid games whatsoever. I've obviously seen little bits here and there with the box and
Yeah, whereas
know.
I played it from the beginning. I
yeah,
was there right at the start.
but
with
the
PS1.
whole I'm not going to spoil the game too much because this happens early on. But you end up riding a fiery, bloody unicorn thing. You're trying to get away from what looks like a gas mask granny floating in air that's like on fire, and then some other weird dude turns up.
This is
And I'm
Charade
just
breaks down
like,
Kojima
No,
games.
but you're in a hospital. All this mad shit happens, and I like some weird fantasy stuff, but I was like, I wanted escape from the asylum, escape from the hospital kind of thing. But
No,
there's fantasy, but then there was like, this makes zero sense
you
whatsoever.
got to go into every Kojima game knowing this is gonna mess with your mind.
I want some sense in my games. Like, I don't mind psychologically mind fucking me, but like make it like so I can work out where the mind fucking goes on. Don't just leave me completely lost. I want to figure the puzzle out. A bit of detective, like put it together. But like I was playing that game and I just never could work anything out. I was sat there ages looking at it. I was like, I can't put any of this together. It's just completely nonsensical. 100% nonsensical. Now, granted, I didn't get too far into the game. I think I played 8 hours, of it. But I was mostly screwing around getting killed horribly. And those freaky zombie things killed me over and over in the first sequence, which didn't help because I spent way too long doing that. And also the first section, you're just crawling around on the floor and you cannot do anything but crawl. That drove me absolutely batty. There's pacing, but then that like grinded it to a halt. That just drove me nuts.
Going into a Kojima game, that's what you got to expect.
Yeah, but you see, this is the thing. Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm a Kojima fan, really. Let's be honest. I'm open-minded. I really want to finish that game, but it was a slog.
If you really get into it, like find the ideologies and the psychology of it.
Yeah, that's cool, but I think it's just because I've entered into that universe late.
Yeah.
And I haven't got far enough in the story. I think that's really what it boils down to. Like, it got too much of a slog that I kind of gave up. Like, if I'd maybe give it like another 10 hours, maybe I will get into it, because then it will start unveiling stuff, but it seems like it's really slow on giving you that info.
I think there's a fine line with Kojima. There's madness and his genius. And, like, Metal Gear 2, my earliest memory was there's a scene where you're in the tanker and you go to a bar and there's ice melting in real time, and that's on PS2. And that's just insane why he got someone to program that. But it's just a little detail that you wouldn't expect, and it's just he has his madness vision and genius working completely.
Yeah, but you really like that, and then how it fit in the context of what was going on, and
and then like
I
saw in interviews later, you know, that
there was an actual reason for it. It wasn't just putting it for the sake of driving the devs mad.
No, that's his genius and madness.
Yeah. I think for me is I just didn't get far enough in the story, and I lost out on the slog. I just gave up too early, I think, probably. But I don't know. I think maybe as well, like, I went into it with thinking it was going to be something else, and that just constantly battered against me trying to deal with the game.
Which, in fact, Phantom Pain is the easiest to get into because the controls.
See, that's why I decided to get it. That's why I decided to get it. It was like, okay, this is a good point for me to jump into this finally. But there's two. I love a good setup. But it felt like there was too much set up for me going in. I think maybe if I had prior knowledge, then that might help.
Anyway, I think that's enough Metal Gear.
Well,
I don't know. I really want to fight with that game and try, but
one day.
Maybe.
I know if I was Kojima, I don't know about y'all, but like, okay, so I'm Kojima. I just had stuff going on with like Konami now, and now I'm out. I'm doing my first thing, right? This is my first game, first solo thing, and if it was me personally, I wouldn't do anything that's close. I would sort of do something similar, but not too close to Metal Gear Solid, because like people say, okay, so he's pretty much like a one-trick pony type of thing. Like, oh hey, he can only do blah blah blah. But like, if it was me, if I was Kojima, I would go really out there. Like, do what I've been thinking about doing and what I've wanted to do for the past, like, X amount of years. So I don't think we're going to see a game that's a lot like Metal Gear Solid. Like, it might have some, like, hints of Metal Gear Solid because it's by the same person, you know. But overall, I think it's gonna be like a whole different thing, if that makes sense. So now that my speech has scared off both Crispy and Viper,
Yep. They're off having a quick toilet trip probably.
reasons why
Fun.
I should never talk.
So this is like the 4th, 5th toilet trip for them too, I think now.
Well, the one took a shower.
Well,
so-
yeah, okay, maybe he... Well, no, I don't want to know what he did in the shower.
That
No,
was a bad time to
Oh, and
go.
he's back.
no, Crispy came back to that.
Oh, hey,
Right.
hey, Chris.
Wait, what
Okay,
happened?
no, nothing happened.
Nothing.
Pizza.
Nothing.
Pizza. That's what happened. Pizza.
I'm not eating pizza.
No, pizza. Pizza. That's all that happened. Pizza.
No, I'm eating
Oh, for
this.
Pete's sake.
It's chicken.
I mean,
Yeah, well done. I know what chicken looks like.
mean,
well done.
for the next podcast,
Thanks, Captain
let's
Birdseye.
add the rule of not eating on podcast.
Colonel Sanders, maybe.
I had to, but I couldn't do it later because then it
I
would be
was-
closed.
I was joking. I was joking.
Oh my gosh! Right.
But yeah, I think
What
they're
else
gonna
is on
show
my
up.
list? Hang on, I'm gonna have a little
More.
look.
I'll
'Cause
tell you
I've
what,
got a load of
um,
notes somewhere.
What about Ubisoft?
Yes, I was about to say like Ass Creed and Far Cry. I'm going to piss everyone off, Mr.
Well,
Controversial.
first off, I will say Ubisoft. They've blown their load way too soon. They've already revealed Far Cry 5.
Yeah, but they're the kings
They've,
of doing
they've
that.
said the Crew 2 is going to be there. South Park, we now know, has a release date. Assassin's Creed, we know it's Egypt. It's confirmed.
Yeah, and the name isn't Empire; it's Origins now.
Yes. Everything's. It seems like there's going to be no surprises from them.
Well, hang on, let me just
The only thing I'm really hoping for is a new Splinter Cell.
Yes, I really, really want that. I really desperately want a new Splinter
It's
Cell.
about time for one.
I just don't want them to ruin it because I mean, Blacklist was a bit.
It's okay.
It was alright.
It had a crap ending.
It could have been worse. Yeah, the ending was terrible. I accidentally clicked the wrong button as well, which just made it all the worse. Oh, I was like, no, please, no. Can I switch my choice? Oh, yeah. I think that I read some of they're possibly going to be doing some For Honor and Rainbow Six update announcements.
Who cares?
Oh, that would be
But
nice.
yeah, I've got listed. Confirmed is an announcement about Steep for the Switch.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah. They're
Yes.
probably going to talk about.
That's
the
a
new
good game, though,
logo.
by the way.
Hmm?
I didn't.
Steep is
Yeah.
I
actually...
honestly, I didn't enjoy Steep.
Oh, no?
Yeah,
No,
Oh,
I did enjoy it.
bought it, played it for maybe 20 hours, then I just got rid of
Oh.
it. I just
I played for
Good
like
game, though.
1 hour and it was
Maybe
done.
you just suck at it. Yeah? Yeah, if you don't like
Maybe
it.
it's your Metal Gear. Well, it's my
Maybe.
Metal Gear Solid is your
well for starters.
Steep.
Maybe
It's okay.
I
mean,
played
it's
on
I like
PC and I should never play a Ubisoft game on PC because they can't do PC or something like that.
Yeah.
Huh, Viper.
Do PC. They can't. They have the worst time on PC at it.
Yeah. Yeah. They made a big deal recently about the new logo thing that they've done.
Oh.
I suspect they're probably going to talk about that and be like, "Hey, aren't we cool? Aren't we the cool kids?" Let me have a look. There
Yeah,
we
the
go.
new
So there's the
logo.
new
Yeah,
Ubisoft
because
logo.
you have a new logo.
It-
Big whoop.
It looks like a swirly in a toilet. Let's be
No,
honest.
I like the funny thing on Twitter. Everyone's taking the piss out of it, and there's one where they basically said it's an emoji of the shit from the top.
It,
Oh, yeah.
Look at
it
it.
literally is a toilet swirly. It's like you're on a plane, you've done a shit. Ubi shit. There we go. There's the Ubi shit logo. You're
Wow,
flushed
yeah,
with
that's
success,
not very
Ubisoft,
good.
aren't you? Well done. You've done a swirly as your logo. Congrats.
Oh, one big thing for Ubisoft C3. No Aisha Tyler this year hosting.
Ooh.
Really?
No, she's not hosting this year.
So she's not going to talk crap to all the nerds this
No,
year?
we're not going to have stupid trying to make memes live.
Yeah, right.
That
And,
was so
Was
fail.
it and her Girlwood thing that she loves.
Last year, though, I was like, man, she's so
Oh.
unprofessional up there. I was like, Jesus. It's like, I know it's gaming and everything, but man, all she does is just talk
Well,
crap to the audience.
Every time she comes on stage, all I think is Lana from Archer.
I love Archer, but it's horrible because I can't get that out of my head every time I see her. It's terrible. It's really bad. I can't do that. But I'm just waiting for Archer to turn up on stage and get mobbed off stage
Well,
by her.
I was waiting for that one year where she comes on and someone just goes, "Danger zone."
To be fair, you need to put a cordon around the Ubisoft office. That is the danger zone, to be fair. We really just want nothing. Just get rid of the sandbox. Just do something other than a bloody sandbox for a change, please, for the love of God.
Well, what's everyone's thoughts on the Far Cry 5 controversy?
The controversy is non-existent. People
It's
complain to
stupid.
complain.
It's ridiculous.
It's
The
really, really
people complain about
stupid.
stupid things.
I mean, yeah, okay, there's Christianity and all the rest of it, but it's like it doesn't represent your portion, so don't get upset about it.
It's every Far Cry game is a religion thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah, it's just a
They're
But now
not
it's
just
just
Christianity
target.
this time.
People go crazy.
Yeah, it's just a different target, and like I say, it's from what I understand, it's mostly the moderates and fairly reasonable people that are getting upset. But it's like it's talking about the more extreme end, which doesn't really relate to them anyway, because it's not representing them. It's just representing an extreme form
It's
of it.
representing something that
it's an
doesn't
exaggeration
exist.
of real life. That's the whole point.
It's representing something that doesn't exist. This
Well, yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
exist.
It's
This
my point.
thing.
It's an
fake.
exaggeration.
I think
Yeah.
we should be celebrating the fact that they're doing something different with it, going America
nice.
instead of an island.
And also modern. I
Yeah.
mean, there was talk about it being Wild West originally, but that got swiftly disproven.
What is it? Super modern? Is it like
Oh,
today?
it's modern day.
Yeah, it's modern
It's
day.
literally 100% modern day, because the rumor I got on the grapevine was it was going to be Wild West
Well, I think maybe
to compete with Red Dead.
I think originally maybe they did think it was going to be Wild West, but then they saw Red Dead was coming.
Yeah.
They
and didn't want
announced
to
a
compete.
move to not
Yeah.
stick around with.
Yeah, well, when I heard about it being a Wild West setting, I thought, and then because I found out like a day later they might compete with the Red Dead Redemption release, and they've kind of just kept it under wraps because we were overdue a Far Cry anyway. So,
Yeah.
like, it was definitely gonna be at E3. But I was worried, like, are they really going to go toe to toe with them? That would be. I mean, they tried it last year, didn't they? With it was between Call of Duty and Battlefield, wasn't it? They did. What was
Oh,
it?
you mean Titanfall?
Yeah, they did Titanfall, didn't they? And it absolutely.
No, that was EA, but yeah.
No. Was that EA?
Yeah,
no,
EA.
there
No,
was
EA.
Ubisoft did another game though, didn't
No,
they? In the
but-
middle of that.
No, but EA released.
They did For Honor.
Titanfall and Battlefield at the same
Yeah,
time.
but didn't Ubisoft do another game right
For
in
Honor.
between that as well? I can't remember. There was a game.
Wildlands? Was it Wildlands?
I can't remember. I need to check the
Wildlands.
release dates. Hang on, let me have a look.
I know they.
Wildlands, For Honor, and it all came out very close together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was. I know Ubisoft though went toe to toe with a couple of big releases that were around a specific time. I can't remember. I thought it was around the same time as Call of Duty though.
I know
But...
they've had a lot grouped together recently.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at their release dates. Let me have a look.
Yeah, Ubisoft has been cluster releasing.
Yeah,
like,
which is
very
not
close
good. I
together
think it's
with their
really
big
hurting
game.
the sales.
Well, they've been
Yeah.
talking about they're going to make less and less games per year, and they're going to make it as a service model instead of actual games, which is a really dangerous road to go down.
Like you buy the service to get the games when they come out. Is that what you're talking about?
No, so basically they'll release the game, but is like a service model, is in like microtransaction heavy, and
No.
you know that sort of going down that road.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that either.
No, it's not good for anyone.
Yeah, Far Cry Primal came out last year too. So
Yeah,
it's not like we've been without a Far Cry for a long time. And Primal was
it
good.
feels like ages
Although
though.
Primal was just a reskin of Far Cry 4. The map was literally
Yeah.
the same,
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
never
there
played
was-
4, so I didn't even notice.
so that was super
Well,
lazy.
I don't get me wrong. Like, I think there's a place for reskinning stuff, but then it's like it was really cheaply done. It was a really poor version of it. I don't think it
Mm.
was appropriate for what they were trying to do.
Well, Ubisoft has the problem. They have their formula of sandbox open world games with litter the map with lots of dots of stuff
Yeah,
to
because
do,
Yeah.
and it's getting old now.
Well, I'm
really
looking.
old.
I'm looking at the 2016 releases for Ubisoft. It's Just Sing, Champions of Anteria, Trackmania Turbo, Grow Up, Far Cry Primal, Eagle Flight, Just Dance 2017, Steep, Watch Dogs 2, and Tom Clancy's The Division. So I don't know why I thought it was Tom Clancy and Watch Dogs that was in there. I need to check these.
We'll check 2017
Mm.
because that's this year.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm just thinking it was one of those games that was sandwiched. I can't think which. Off top, I'm gonna have to have a think. Yeah, see, at the moment, the only confirmed for 2017 from Ubisoft is For Honor, obviously carrying on. Fractured Butthole, Wildlands carry on. No, hang on. Why? What's with this search? That's not by. Hang on. Google's trolling me right now. It's giving me stuff that isn't even by Ubisoft on this list. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, they didn't do that. What? I'm looking. Oh, terrible. Stupid Google. Lovely job, Google. Trying to troll me. Anyway, like I say, I'm hoping Far Cry will be alright, but like people need to calm the fuck down. It's Far Cry. Of course, they're gonna like try and wind
It's not
people
going to
up.
affect
That's
sales.
what
People
they
are
do.
just complaining. It's so dumb.
It's just what they do. It's just the way it is with Far Cry.
It's the same with thing that was happening with Friday the 13th. People complaining about it's taking too long for you to fix this. Look at GTA Online, like 5. The GTA Online from GTA 5 took 2 weeks to fix.
What took 2 weeks? It took longer. If you're talking about the Xbox logins and staying online, it took like 2 months. And I think they just barely fixed it. And I think there's still issues.
And Friday the 13th is a small studio, and they fixed it they fixed it pretty fast.
The problem was that it was brand new released, and so people expect like that hot fix that day kind of thing, and it just wasn't.
With them, it was $900,000, 4 platforms. That's quite impressive for a small team to do all that.
Yeah.
And,
well, how much did they end up raising? Because they had the that other site that came up. So it was $900,000 off the first Kickstart, and then they had what's the name of it?
Well, they definitely raised like $900,000 on Kickstarter because I backed that myself, and I'm still waiting for my physical copy. But
yeah, the physical copies, they got delayed. Yeah. But yeah, they had that other. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it.
Did they have a GoFundMe?
No. It was like Slacker Backer. That's what it was, Slacker Backer. So it was like if you didn't back it, you could still buy things. They had all these different packages you could buy, and that was the only way to get the Savini skin was through there.
So that's what Vig's got it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't really paid that much attention to Friday the 13th game.
It's pretty good, actually. So one of my favorite games to play at home with friends.
Yeah, it's pretty stressful. It's a fun game, and it's funny.
There was a moment where, in Viper's game, when I was Jason, people were getting really salty at me because I was actually playing well as Jason.
Now, hold on a second. Now, let's talk about your driving for a second.
That was one game where I was driving badly. That does not...
Went the wrong way, turn around, Jason's there, kills everybody because Crispy went the wrong way, and like there's a guy standing in front of the car that he knew. That's what that guy was blocking you for, because you're going the wrong way, and I don't think he had a mic, but he kept jumping in front of the car. I'm like, what's this a-hole doing? It's because you're going the wrong way. He's trying to stop you.
I don't know.
It was so funny.
Like, I had no map, and I was like asking, where do we go? Where do we go?
I definitely to like been in a car asking people which direction to go, and they won't speak until after I've gone so far, and they're like, "You're going the wrong way." I'm like, I'm asking you. Like, I asked you like 10 times. Am I going the right way, left or right? What do I do? Just driving around. I don't know the map yet. New game.
Yeah,
but there was one time when I was driving badly. All the other times I've driven really well.
Wasn't it the other day, Viper, there was a really good highlight on your stream? Was it Tommy Jarvis got run over?
Yes.
That was so funny.
That was that whole thing. That was Crispy. He kept crashing. Into the fence post. He backed up, killed Tommy Jarvis, just killed him. It went back the other way. It was going the wrong way.
Wait, I driven over Tommy Jarvis?
What, was that you? Oh, wait, maybe that was someone
Crispy.
else. That was actually...
I don't think it was.
That was not you. That was someone else. It was so funny.
I actually watched for it. I don't want to hit anyone.
No, that was someone else.
Look for it. Is it on your Twitch highlights?
Yeah, it's definitely in the clips. Yeah. Someone he did it back. Who was that? Now I don't remember who that was. That was so funny though.
Oh,
yeah, they
okay.
just.
I found it. I think I found it.
That's when I was Jason. I was chasing the car. I couldn't stop it because I kept hitting in the front. But since they're backing up, you can't stop the vehicle. Were you in the car, Charade? Were you playing then,
I was
or no?
watching. I was sat watching. I wasn't actually in that one because I was having technical issues.
Okay.
that day.
That was
'cause I
Tom
couldn't get the
Loco
thing
as
to
Tom
run.
Loco was driving and drove right over me. And it was that guy who was Tommy Jarvis. Because remember, it was Stone Triss was there. She was in the passenger seat. It was Stone Triss in the passenger seat. Tom Loco was driving, and that guy was Tommy Jarvis.
There we go. I've got
And
it
I
up on
thought
screen now.
Stone was, I'm like trying to throw the knife at him, and I see Tommy Jarvis with the gun aiming at me, Jason, and I was like, oh man, I start throwing the knife, and he just plows over. He just plows him over and kills him. Like, well, that makes it easy. It's like he just took out the guy with the gun. It was great.
Yeah. Didn't someone clip as well the perspective in the car, if I remember right, as well? Like, it
Yes.
going backwards.
Yes. That is on the Discord somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. That was so funny. I had so much fun watching that.
That was a good time, man. Just
Let me
plowed him
look.
right over.
I'm just gonna put a
Like,
couple
okay.
of these up for funsies, because why not?
What's up, Stone? We're here for revenge, motherfucker.
Ah.
Oh yeah, this is when we were chasing Stone. She was Jason, and she starts running away from us because I have a gun. Yeah, so she starts running away from us as Jason is like, okay.
Oh, I remember this.
It's-
I remember this.
I don't see it. It's all white for me now.
You have the wrong thing, Depshar.
Yeah,
Oh, hang on.
it happened on the big screen.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't know what just happened. Snipe just linked the car's perspective of running over Tommy Jarvis.
hang on.
What's up, Stone? We're here for
There we go.
revenge,
It's fine now.
motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, it's put up another browser page. It's weird. It's being stupid. Good old browser. Yeah, because you get your comeuppance, don't you, right at the end?
Little teabags on your way out, Stone.
Yeah, the ending. Yeah, the ending when did not see the traps. Did not see neither one of
Yeah.
us. Me and DJ snapped in the trap.
Holy shit.
It's like, oh no, this is gonna backfire. She's gonna kill us both. Didn't happen though. We survived. We survived.
I just find the whole like concept of the killer running away from the killees, like,
right.
that whole thing, just like hilarious.
Because she was new at it, she hadn't played it before, so like she sees us coming. I've got a gun. We're basically hunting the killer, right? You can't kill him, and she's like, "Oh no!" Instead of like using any power, she's running away. I'm like, "I'm just gonna shoot you in the head and teabag you on my way out." Then I got snapped up in a trap she put down, and I was like, "Oh no, please no!" Yeah, that's pretty great. That was karma, Porcus. But we got away.
Yeah.
Okay, Porcus. That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yeah, that was good.
Right.
I love
So I
watching that the
think-
other day.
I think this is a good transition into the interview. I know that's kind of skipping past
Oh yeah, 'cause it's like half
The
an hour now,
indus-
crikey.
discussion.
You got enough time, Viper?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it right now. It's good. Because I got to get going soon anyway. So
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
All right. So who wanted to start off with the questions? Did you, Shar?
I have a whole load. I don't know if you want to start with them though, Kev. If you want to pull them off the
All right.
drive.
I have like 3 questions.
Yeah, go on, go do yours then.
All right. So your Viper is like one of your things nowadays is like you're proud, and I don't blame you for being like an OG caster from like the good old days of Justin TV. So the first question is like, how has it changed from the Justin TV days to now, and like what things have some of the OG casters like yourself and other people have to do to adapt to how it is nowadays?
Well, what's changed is now there's like actual competition. Like there's just straight up competition for any kind of viewer. Like I don't I'm not a full-time broadcaster. I broadcast way less now than I ever used to, so it's not something I have to deal with so much because I'm not looking for like numbers. I just broadcast. But definitely like people who are full-time broadcasters, it's a real competition because it's their living. When I streamed in the JTV days, there was no making a living off streaming. It didn't really exist. It was in your spare time, and almost everyone, it was their spare time type thing. There was very few people that did anything as their living. I would say 4-player podcasts, maybe it was kind of their living, but even then they traded off in such a way. I'm pretty sure that they worked outside of it and then had their podcast, and they always were cycling through their people. But so as far as it goes now it's just a complete competition. It's not a community that is always working together. It just seems like people definitely wall themselves off from each other more than in the past, where it was more of one big community streaming. As far as like broadcasters and like what people do differently, OG wise, I would say there's a lot more. You have to always update your stream. Before, you'd set up your stream, and then you would just stream, and you just do that for a year, and maybe you change a logo sometime after a year or something. Now it's like there's always the new latest greatest thing coming out. Like Revlo came out, and then people started moving that. Now it's going away. Now they're gonna have to find a new thing. And it's like the stream pop-up things, like such and such followed, subbed, like you want the pop-ups and all that stuff. And you want the newest, latest, greatest. Then you see there's a tip jar like thing that you can fill up, and like people start putting that in their streams, and it spreads. And it's just like always like trying to stay up the latest, greatest. And then like decide, do you want to keep it, change it, and then you have to update it, right? Then you have to update the pop-ups. If you don't, it's the same pop all the time. People get tired of it. It's just a constant update and scramble to stay relevant and new. I would say it's definitely different than in the past. You're always scrambling to like update and have new content. It's not all about the games anymore. That is for sure. Twitch is not all about the games anymore. It's all about content versus gaming.
Entertainment.
Entertainment, yes.
If you're not entertaining, a lot of people will just click away.
Yeah.
True, which has always been like that, but now it's more than just. It's more of a visceral entertainment versus being entertaining while playing a game. It's a constant feed. Yeah, it's a constant. I need a constant in my face entertainment, or something has to be happening. Yeah.
Now this kind of hits on what happened earlier in the podcast, but when you first started streaming, like, let's see, how old is Nathan now?
7.
See, and see, did you start streaming before or after he was born?
Oh, before,
so,
like 2 years before.
How has like streaming changed from like, oh hey, not having a kid to now you have 3 children and you have to balance like baseball practice, or oh hey, I have to take the kids to like school, or like things like that. Like, how is that whole transition? Because like when you think streamers, you think, oh hey, single people. You don't really hear a lot of quote unquote adults with like 3 children. So like, how did you adapt to the whole like transition from as a streamer or YouTuber type of thing?
Yeah, so it's definitely changed because one, my main focus isn't like, so I do have 3 kids, and that alone changes because, as you've seen, I've had to leave the podcast twice just to go upstairs, because once was my family came home, another time is the pizza was coming, so I had to go deal with that. There's always like me dealing and balancing the family life, one, during the stream. Off the stream, I can't spend nearly the time on the stream to update. You know how I say you always have to be updating? Well, I can't really do that very much. It's something I have to do in my spare time, which almost is non-existent. Like trying to test any kind of like update is almost impossible. I have to do it like on lunch at work. So like, and then, you know, at the same time, I broadcast late because I want to spend time with my kids too. So like before I start streaming before Nathan goes to bed, like an hour before bed. I used to start streaming at 6. Now I do it at 7:30 because I want to spend time with him and I want to spend time with my daughter and my other son. So it's just a constant balance of family. Plus things come up with the kids. We're at the not stream or stream late, or it's streaming with children is difficult because streaming without a doubt is not the priority. And if it is, and you have kids, then you're a horrible parent, right? Like you're not a good parent if your streaming is priority and it's not your full-time job. So I have the kids, I have a full-time job, I'm married, and I have a stream, and I had YouTube, which I had to cut out of my life because I just don't have time. So yeah, it's a constant balance and of everything. It's hard to stream, I would say sometimes.
All right, so that kind of leads into like the least and most favorite thing about streaming and the whole process of it, and
the process of streaming.
well, just streaming as a whole, like any aspect of it that you want
The
to
least,
look at.
I would say the least favorite thing is well, you know, with the family and streaming less, you definitely notice people don't come by anymore. And that kind of sucks when like people who like used to watch a lot just don't show up anymore because one, you don't stream as much, and if you don't stream as much on Twitch, you become far less relevant, and it's just with anything. That part kind of sucks, but also the part that sucks is when there's toxic people show up, and that's with any stream. Just dealing with those toxic people is just the absolute worst thing about streaming to me, period. Just toxic people that will make a new account and be toxic again, or they'll just start screwing with your chat. I hate that. Luckily, I don't deal with that very much anymore, but it used to be a real problem. But definitely the favorite part is like there's a lot of awesome people on Twitch, and they come by and, you know, they hang out with you, and they're, you know, you basically become friends with people that come by a lot. And so that's always great. It's relationships you never would have made outside of Twitch. Having people to play with, that's really the reason I started streaming ever so long ago, because I used to move constantly. Like I was in the military, so I ended up not playing video games very much, and it's because I used to play multiplayer, and it was couch multiplayer back in the day, you know, and then it went to online multiplayer, but I didn't know anybody. It's like, so you go online, you have all these idiots online, you'd be like, I don't want to do this, is boring, it's horrible. So I started streaming, and then met people that were cool like me, right? Like me, on Justin TV, and then you make friends, and you end up playing with those people, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're in a community, you have friends again, and gaming becomes interesting, because multiplayer has almost always been kind of like my thing. I've always enjoyed some kind of co-op, really, the most. So that's definitely the best thing about streaming. It's just the people that actually come to the stream and hang out with you and play with you.
Right. And last question is, I've been streaming for like 4 years. Char's been streaming for like, what, about a year longer than I have. Crispy's been...
2011 I started.
I
So
used to
6 -ish.
stream back from 2010 or 11 till somewhere 15.
Yeah, so we have like some veteran people like on this podcast right now, quote unquote veteran, as far as streaming goes. So in your infinite knowledge of 9 years of streaming, how do you deal with the toxicity that comes into your channel, like the toxic people? Do you just shake it off, or are there things that you recommend to people to handle toxicity a little bit better?
I almost just ignore them now, completely ignore. Like, if they say something, I will just not say anything. And if they keep looking for that response, I just ban them. I don't even mention them anymore, because I've noticed if you start talking to them, you're feeding them exactly what they want. They're only there for attention because their parents don't give it to them. So if you give them the attention that they crave, negative or positive, because it's just attention that they want, then they will continue to be that annoyance. If you just don't answer them, and your chat is on board with this, right? You're like, hey, don't talk to the trolls. Boom. Don't talk to they show up and people are just like, don't talk to the troll. Boom. Or have your mods, don't talk to the troll. Then ban. That's it. That's all you can do. It's just the best way. Then they don't keep coming back. Otherwise, if you're giving them their attention that they want, they're just gonna keep coming back. So I say ban. Ignore and ban.
Fair enough.
All right, you're up, Shar.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut down the list of questions massively because we can try and move on to the next section for saving time. What was your first gaming experience that you remember, and what was it about gaming that got you hooked on gaming as a hobby?
In my life?
Yeah.
So in my life, my first gaming experience was in television. My brother had one. He's used to play, and I just used to play like games with him, and then like that was really old. That's like 4-bit or something. I don't even know what the hell that thing is. That thing is so old. And then like Nintendo came out, and I just played with my dad. I remember just playing like some baseball game, and we just play this baseball game all the time. And I used to make him so mad because I would beat him consistently at this game. But yeah, I remember just doing that, and then I mean that's really what got me into gaming was just playing with my dad and my brother.
Yeah, fair enough. Cool. When it comes to streaming and YouTube, who would you say is the biggest influence on your content and what you do?
An influence on me?
Yeah.
I think I'd look at lots of smaller streams, to be honest, right now. I don't know about a specific person. I know, like, well, I don't even do YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. So, like, yeah, when it comes to just Twitch, like, I just see, like, I guess, you know, a handful of people and what they're doing. And if something looks cool, I'll, like, try, like, my version of it. Or if that's how I, like, noticed, like, even the pop-up things started coming up. Like, what is this? Like, this is new. So that's when I would say there's not a specific person. I don't really watch YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. I listen to it for, like, music.
Fair enough. That's so good. Is there anyone particular you've been watching lately that you really, really enjoy? And any particular reason?
I watched John Pulp Fiction, or Pulp John Fiction, I guess is his name. He's good. I like him. He's got a great community. Attack of the Afro, who's someone we just added to Resync TV. I've watched him for a long time. Dr. Disrespect is a guilty pleasure. I love listening to that dude just absolutely beat the piss out of people, like online and in the chat as they talk. I just like, you know, his whole demeanor is great.
Yeah.
Anyone else? I know for sure. Yeah, there's a bunch. I watch so many people. It's hard to like pick one anymore out, but those are the ones I definitely, if they're on, I'm like generally listening to them.
Awesome. Right, should we cut it there, and then should we do the Kickstarter bit quickly, and then we'll do a bit of gaming this time, or should we just cut the Kickstarter and just do the gaming? Have you what kind of time have you got?
I gotta get rolling. I can already hear
Okay.
the craziness upstairs.
Okay, fair enough. Should we leave it there then? And yeah, Crispy, you up for doing some Friday the 13th for a little bit?
I'm always up for that.
Yeah? Okay, we'll do that then. We'll push the Kickstarter stuff to next time when we have a bit more time and hopefully less technical difficulties. It's just typical, like I get everything working ahead of time and then Skype has to ruin it. It's just typical. But,
yay, Skype.
yeah, thank you everyone though for putting up with the issues. So that we could get started eventually. We'll make sure it's a lot smoother next time. Hey everyone, Charade here. Thanks so much for watching the very first of the Charade Gaming podcast. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll get things a bit more organised next time, so things will go a little smoother. But let me know how you found it in the comments. I'd really love to hear. Don't forget to subscribe to get all the latest, and make sure to click that bell to make sure you get notified next time I upload. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time.